Hello, and welcome to Voices in Education. I am your host, Natasha Lee. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another live, all right? So we want to have a conversation about the upcoming Diamond League tomorrow in China in the context of encouragement and expectation. And we have about 11 Jamaican athletes in this one. You could pretty much say it's, like JA versus the USA. So, quite to look forward to. And I'm sure while we're looking forward in terms of expectations, we'll have some encouraging words for the athletes. So, for sure, as always, I would love to hear from you. We would love to hear from you. We want to hear from each other. And I can tell you, last evening was so good. It was so good. The way we came with, varying opinions, perspectives, and in my case, wonders. And we got the opportunity to share and, take away some perspectives that we did not have previously. So, again, this is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. We understand that each person comes to this space with, their own perspective, view, or opinion, or even wonder. And, that is definitely welcome here. You bring your own uniqueness to the space, and with that uniqueness, comes diversity. And there is so much richness in diversity that enables us to share and learn from each other. So again, welcome, welcome to this safe space where you are a valued member of this community. Please remember to give this video a like, hit that subscription button if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, and help out a friend, like the video. Some persons, they do not turn on their post notification, so they do not get the updates. All right, so just as you enter, just give this video a like and comment in the chat. I would love to hear from you. So right now, Soji, welcome again, and blessings to you too. Welcome. Welcome. Trending sports and entertainment. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Carlos, hola, ¿cómo estás? All right, Carlos, bienvenido. Welcome, Carlos. And yeah, so trending sports and entertainment. Thank you so much for liking. So again, please remember to like and share. All right, guys, like and share, and also hit that subscription button. Remember, it's a conversation, and we want to hear from each other. So the WhatsApp number is on screen. You can call in to share, right? You can call in to share, or you can share in the live chat, whatever makes you more comfortable. But for sure, we love to hear your voice. All right. Again, we're just about to get the conversation going. So, let me know where you're tuning in from. All right. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And let's continue to share and, continue to grow together. All right. So we are expanding together, and let's continue to do that. All right, guys. So remember to like and share as you come in. And for sure, let us have this conversation going. But let me pull up my list here in the context of the Jamaicans. So as I mentioned, we'll have about 11 Jamaicans. So based on the information received, and with these events, sometimes, the start list or the entry list, it might change depending on what's happening with a particular athlete. So for now, the Jamaicans who will be there are Hansle, Rohan Watson, Akeem, Blake, Yohan Blake, Kishane Thompson, Rasheen McDonald, Zandrian Barnes, Rochelle Clayton, Andrenet Knight, Genevieve Russell, Candice McLeod. So we'll have 11 Jamaicans there, and for sure, we'll have the Americans. So I believe Holloway will be there. Fred Kerley will be there. And, there might be some expectations from you in the context of the events. And also, we want to hear, what would you say to these athletes going out there to perform tomorrow in China? So for sure, we would want to hear from you. So don't be afraid to phone the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. So the line is open. Don't be afraid to call in. So call in, call in, call in, and let us get the conversation going. I like when somebody just started off, instead of, me suggesting a direction, but I can always do that if you'd like. And for sure, you can definitely take it away. So call in and let us chat. Let us all a vibe. Let us reason this thing out. What are some expectations you have from these athletes? So one, I was hoping that Broadbell would be here in this one. I wanted to see Broadbell, but Broadbell is not here based on the names that I have. So I really wanted to see Broadbell for sure. So it would have been a good one to see Broadbell, Parchment, and Holloway. It would be good to see, them in the event. But for now, I believe we'll have Parchment and Holloway there. And so, in the 100, we have quite a few Jamaicans, perhaps about 4 in the 100 meters. So Rohan, Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, and Kishane Thompson. All right. So we have, quite a few Jamaicans in the 100 meters there for men. And we also have some other athletes. So we do have Hansle, right? Rasheen McDonald, Zandrian Barnes, Rochelle Clayton, Andrenet Knight, Genevieve Russell, and Candice McLeod. Also, we'll have, Sade of the Bahamas there as well, and Palomino of the DR. So welcome again. If you're just tuning in, welcome to this conversation. Please remember to give this live a like, and let's, help some of our community members who might not have their post notification turned on, so that they can, get on over and be a part of this conversation. So please just hit that like button, just so that, other community members can come by, and also new folks can be a part of this safe space. I would love to hear from you. The WhatsApp number is on screen. Don't be afraid to phone in. All right. And if you're new to this space, welcome, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. All right. So who will be my first caller? Let me just check to make sure the phone is up and running. And yes, it is. So who would like to call and break the ice? All right. Who would like to call in? I would definitely love to hear from you. We want to hear your voice. All right. Again, this is Voices in Education. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. It doesn't matter if you have a different perspective. All right, that's totally okay. You're welcome in this space, because we understand, the need for respect. We understand that each of you bring your own uniqueness to this space, and with uniqueness comes diversity, and there is so much richness with diversity. In that case, we're able to learn from each other because, we see things differently based on our experience and knowledge. All right. So welcome, Justin. Welcome, Justin. Welcome. So I know for sure that we have UK and Antigua here. So Antigua represented here this evening. And Jamaica, so Clarendon is here. Who else is here? Who else is here? Let me know. Please remember to like, guys. So, help out some community members who might not have their post notification turned on. All right. And I would definitely love to hear from you. Don't be afraid to call in. It's okay. It's a safe space. So let's get the conversation going. The line is open and I would love to hear from you. Hello and welcome if you're just tuning in. Lock Raven, the USA is here. Welcome to this conversation. And I would love to hear from you, Lock Raven, as well. So don't be afraid to phone in. Justin, Trending Sports, Carlos, Carlton, Soji, you know the thing set. So whenever you're ready, just phone in. I would love to hear from you. What are your expectations for tomorrow? We talk about it before and then we'll come back tomorrow for sure and talk about the results and match that, to your expectations and see. But for sure, I would definitely love to hear from you. So it's pretty much we have, 11 Jamaican athletes participating in this event. And we have some Americans as well. So I know that Coleman is there, Fred Kerley, Holloway, and, other Americans there as well. And from the Jamaican side of things, we have Hansle, Parchment there, Rohan Watson, Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, Shane Thompson, Rasheen McDonald, Zandrian Barnes, Rochelle Clayton, Andrenet Knight, Janive Russell, Candice McLeod. Also, we have Sade of Barbados, and Paulino of the Dominican Republic. So it's going to be a good one. And, we're hoping to see. For me, I was hoping that, Broadbell would be there in that mix, given what happened, in Budapest. So I was hoping to see Broadbell, but hopefully we'll see him soon, right? I wanted to see a Broadbell, with Holloway and Parchment. So that was something I was expecting, but, nonetheless, it's going to be a good run. And we'll see if, Parchment can deliver big tomorrow. So what are your takes on this one? Yohan Blake, I would love to hear from you. Are there any expectations regarding Yohan Blake? All right, do not be afraid to phone in. I would definitely love to hear from you. Let me just check this phone line again. All right, not seeing any calls coming in just yet. So for the 100 meters, all right, so based on the list that I have here, and again, with these events, things can change on the day. I have Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, and so with Akeem Blake, season best, 9.89, personal best, 9.89. So Yohan Blake, season best 10.01 and personal best 9.69. We'll also see Bracy Williams. So Marvin Bracy Williams of the USA, season best 9.93 and personal best 9.85. We'll also see Brandon of the USA with season best 10.02 and PB 10.02. Christian Coleman will be there and will with season best of 9.88 and PB 9.76. We'll also see Marcel, so the Italian Jacobs, season best 10.05 and PB 9.80. Fred Kerley of the USA, we'll see Fred Kerley there, 9.88 season best and 9.76 PB. Kishane Thompson, season best 9.91 and PB 9.91. Rohan Watson, season best 9.91 and PB 9.91. We'll also see, I hope I'm going to get this correct, Zhen Yi, and this is of China, season best 10.05 and 9.97 PB. So from the list right here, with the exception of the Chinese and Italian athletes, the rest of the athletes are from Jamaica or the US of A. All right, so it's kind of like Jamaica versus the US of A from what I am seeing in this one, because the only other two countries here are Italy with Marcel and Zhen Yi of China. All right, so with the 100 meters, what is your take on this event? Who do you believe will win this one? Are you looking for a comeback from Yohan Blake? What are some expectations you have? I would definitely love to hear from you. Persons are very quiet in the chat. Again, if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Welcome to this safe space. This is a space where we can share and learn from each other. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscription button. All right, remember to just close the chat briefly and give this video a like. And let's share and keep building this live, all right? Let me just check. Okay, I am getting a call here. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, my co-host, how are you? Ruben, welcome.
Thanks for having me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too bad at all. I'm looking at your thumbnail as usual and, loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving the fact that Yohan Blake is back in the mix. And I'm hoping that he can produce something under 10 seconds based on the information that you shared just now. He has not gone under 10 seconds this year, and we'd love to see him get back close to his 9.69, which is his personal best. So it's good to see him, pushing back into the fray. Everyone expected him to take on the baton after Usain Bolt left, but he had some injuries and so on, and I'm happy that he's sticking to it and still going out there to perform. So yes, I'm really interested to see how he will match up in that 100 meters. I think once he goes under 10 seconds for me, it would mean that he's heading in the right direction, and he could be a contender for the Paris Olympics.
Okay, okay. So for you, your eyes then will be on Yohan.
Yes, Yohan.
So what would you like to see? Some persons like numbers. So what would you like to see? You're saying that you would like to see him run, below 10, right? So in terms of
Yeah,
a
so
number, what are you expecting?
about 9, 9, since he has not been there, in the forefront of the athletics for so long. But yeah, I'm thinking anything around about 9, 9 would be really amazing, a really amazing achievement.
Okay, so let me put you on the spot. So overall, who do you believe will win this one?
Who are the competitors again? Remind me. Is Lyle's gonna be in this one?
No, so we'll have Akeem Blake from Jamaica, Yohan Blake from Jamaica as well, Marvin from the US of A, Brandon USA, Christian Coleman USA, Marcel from Italy, Fred from the USA, Tishane Thompson, Jamaica, Rohan Watson, Jamaica, and Zenyi, China.
Okay. Well, it's not the strongest field, so I'm hoping that he can, do well with this field.
So what is your
There are
take
a
on
few other kids there.
Fred
There are a few
Kerley?
other people. Go again?
What is your take on Fred Kerley? Do you believe that Fred Kerley will be coming back to prove a point given what happened in Budapest?
Sure, sure. Everyone wants to represent themselves in the best way. So, nobody's going to come out there joking around. Everybody's going to bring their A game and try to execute as best as possible. So, I doubt that Curly will be taking things lightly. He knows the quality that is in the race. Yohan Blake has done remarkably well in the past, and he would be aware of that as well, not knowing how far ahead he is with his preparation. So, Curly is going to be going out there guns blazing, I think.
Okay.
Ready to win this race.
Yeah, I feel like with this type of field and the names in this event, like it should give a good race in terms of competition because a lot of these athletes I feel like they want to prove, as you say, perhaps make a statement, I am still here, that kind of thing. So I believe given what we have here, it's going to be very competitive. I have a comment here from Lock Raven. It's going to be really close. I got Fred pulling it off with a close Coleman or potentially Marcel. It's going to be a blanket finish. Thank you for sharing that, Rock Raven. So we have, that comment there, it's going to be a close one. So apart from Yohan, Blake, Rurian, which other Jamaican are you expecting to see do something good in this race?
To be honest, I'm looking out for all the Jamaicans that are there because you still have to keep your eyes on the younger ones coming through, like the other Blake here. I don't remember his name now.
Akeem.
All of those young, yes. So all of those guys are trying to make their name out there. And as you know, Jamaican male sprinting has not been at its best for a little while now. So it's good to see a few of them coming through and also Yohan coming back. So, just wishing them all the best. They're going to get good competition from the US, the guys from US. So as your as the person commented just now, locker event, it could be a good race because think about it. The top tier person like you know that Lyles isn't in there, so we're going to look at persons who are closest to Lyles, and these guys, as you mentioned as well, are destined now to prove themselves.
For sure.
So it's going to give us a good indication of how close those guys are as it relates to their performance and how Lyles is performing now. Because we have to give Lyles his credit. He's on top of the pile now, and that's where everyone is going to try to be. So he's going to be the benchmark, and we're going to judge them based on how they are performing compared to his performance.
Okay. So, in the context of the hurdles, the 110 hurdles for men, I was saying earlier that, I was hoping that I would see Broadbell in this one, but I am not seeing Broadbell here. So for sure we'll have, Grant, so Holloway, and we'll see Parchment, and we'll have, some other, I guess, obviously some other athletes in this one. But what is your take on that? Were you expecting to see Broadbell or no?
Well, it's, once the events are on the program, then you're expecting to see the top athletes rolling out. So, yes, I was expecting Broadbell. Well, I'm not sure how badly that hurdles race has affected him. I don't know. It could have bruised his ego. It could have hurt him physically, or just mentally plus emotionally, because he knows that he was in good form. So maybe he's trying to get himself back at that place where he knows that he is ready for competition, and he's not there right now. I'm not sure if that's the case, but you know, 110 meters hurdles is an obstacle race and anything can happen. So we're just hoping and trusting that he's okay and getting himself ready to participate. So hopefully we can see him in a few other Diamond League games that are left to come.
Well, we have, I guess, a couple. So we have Brussels based on the calendar here that I am looking at on September 8th, and then in Eugene, the 16th to the 17th. So that's what I am seeing for, upcoming, and I guess we know the one tomorrow is scheduled there in China. So I guess, we're open to see some more, and Sharika should be in, I guess, one of those events coming up, because I guess she's going to run and see if she can go for that record. All right, if you're just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to the Voices in Education. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. If this is your first time here, welcome to this safe space. Please remember to like this video, hit the subscription button if you're new to this channel. So Rurian, what are some other expectations that you might have, and some encouraging words?
Well, I'm expecting each and everyone to go out giving of their best. Hopefully they'll give us some good competition. Want them to have an injury-free race, or events that they're going to participate in, because you want the athletes to be out there performing. So it's not an easy task to be an athlete. You have to put in a lot of work, and you want them to do their best at all times, and the best person wins the competition. Doesn't always happen that way, but we just have to encourage them to just keep on going, keep on working, so that they can achieve what they want to achieve as it relates to results. So looking forward to some good performances, looking forward to just you know have that performance that would be mind boggling. So it's say, all right, this is another person to watch. And if persons put in good performances, then it builds the expectation, and just the vibe for the next time that they're going to go on the track. So we just need them to continue to deliver, and hopefully we'll get to see some good performances.
Awesome. Awesome. So I'm just looking in the chat here. Not seeing any new comments just yet. So again, we'll have 11 Jamaicans based on the list that I have in China participating in various events. So we'll have Ansel Parchment, Rohan Watson, Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, Kishane Thompson, Rasheen McDonald, Zandrian Barnes, Rochelle Clayton, Andrenet Knight, Genevieve Russell, Candice McLeod. Will also have Paulina from the DR and Sade of Barbados. All right. So again, welcome if you're just tuning in. We would love to hear from you in the context of tomorrow's Diamond League in China. So the next leg there, as soon as I get the times converted for you, I will definitely place that information on the community tab. So you'll be able to see that. All right. So for sure, we have pretty much in the 100 meters for men, it's pretty much Jamaica versus the USA. And we also have two other athletes outside of those two countries. So one from China and one from Italy who will be running that 100 meters. So definitely love to hear from you. What is your take on tomorrow's event? Expectations, words of encouragement, what do you want to see? Phone in. The WhatsApp number is on screen. You can definitely call in and you can also share in the chat. Please give this video a like and help some of your community members who might not have their post notification on. So just like this video. If this is your first time here, welcome to the safe space where we can share and learn from each other. All right, we understand that we hold different perspectives, views, or opinions, and that is okay, right? That is okay. Each of you bring your uniqueness to the space. With that uniqueness, comes diversity. And there is so much richness in diversity that, enables us to share and learn from each other. All right, Justin is saying it will be interesting to see these guys tomorrow, especially Fred and Seville. Based on the list, Justin, I don't know if there is an updated one, but I am not seeing Seville on this one, but I'm not sure. So what I have, I am not seeing Seville. After Fred didn't make it to the final of the World Championships, I think he has something to prove for sure. And call me Justin, let us talk if you can. Because, that's what I'm saying. Basically, this field with these guys, I feel like each of them, like each one of them, they have a statement to make, right? And so that will be interesting to see. Okay, Blake. Okay. So I guess Yohan or Akeem. So for sure, I'm gonna think you're referring to Yohan, but you can definitely share there. So it would be interesting to see how this one turns out for sure, because I really want to see Yohan, to see, where he's at now, the form that he's in. So I am definitely looking out for seeing, Yohan Blake. In terms of the 110-meter hurdles for men, I was hoping that Broadbell would be in this one, but he's not. And, that is something that I was expecting. But for sure, with the 100, Yohan Blake is who I really want to see, the shape, the form that he's in. And, he has had so much, I guess, challenges. And I just want to see him. So, Justin, if you want to call, for sure the line is open. You can definitely phone in. All right. Again, if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. Please remember to just give this video a like. All right. Hit that subscription button as well. All right. And let us continue to grow together. All right. Let me just check to make sure that the phone line is good and to see if I am missing any calls. And here we go. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello, this is Justin, right?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Hello to you, Justin, and hello to the people of Antigua.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm just listening, of what the topic is about tonight. Just wanna, make some remark about Mr. Fred Kerley. Going into this Diamond League in China, it's become a psychological, in terms of what's on his mind, you know, because of what happened in the semifinal of the World Championship.
Right.
But I wasn't really surprised of how he ran in the World Championship. I remember he made a statement when Noah Lyles said he was going to win the 100-meter and run 9.6. He said to the media, "Oh, I'm Fred Kerley." He's basically saying Fred Kerley stand for something. But I don't think his form and how he was running during that season show us anything close to the Fred Kerley that we saw last World Championship. He just wasn't the same person. I don't know. I remember clearly that he ran a 9.76 in the semifinal of the World Championship last year. But he clicked, I think he ran 9.8 in the final to win the World Championship. But we have not seen that form from him ever since. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's maybe fatigue or
based on the information that I have here, they say this is going into the meet there in China. They say his season best is 9.88.
Fred Kerley?
Yes, that's what I am seeing here from the list there.
Yeah, he ran 9.8 once, but all of his race was 9.9. And when you are defending a championship, going into a championship, and you're running 9.9, if you run 8 race and 10 race, you run 10 race, and 8 of the 10 race, you run 9.9. And you only run twice 9.8. Okay?
Yeah, listen.
No Lyles ran 9.8 for the season 3 times. I think his personal best was 9.86, I think, before the World Championship. So that's evidence that coming into the World Championship, Noah Lyles could have come on the social media and says that he's going to run this time or he's going to be the world champion, because he felt like, you know what, I'm running 9.8, so there's a possibility I can run 9.8 or even lower, So I'm intrigued to see what Fred Kerley has to show us in China. I'm intrigued to see what's going on with him. No, Blake. Blake.
This is Yohan.
This is Yohan I'm talking.
Okay.
Yohan was what? Yohan was, to be honest with you, he was my favorite athletic sprinter, in the days of Usain Bolt, because everybody was Usain Bolt fan, but I kind of like the underdogs, and Yohan Yohan Blake was the one that I really particularly like. I like his the power that he brings. I like the competitiveness. I think actually he pushes in Bolt to a certain extent. But I only can wish him the best because I just believe that his past is best. I think that he just running just to say, hey, I want to run. Not going to really expect anything special from Yohan Blake because you have to be realistic. Mother Nature has come and um, you have passed your time and still happy to see him out in the field enjoying himself, but not going to really look forward to anything special from Yohan Blake. Akeem Blake, though, he's the one I am looking at because he have great potential. And I know Jamaican is saying, hey, Civil is the one, but Akeem Blake is the one that the Jamaican track and field have to watch.
Okay.
So I am looking forward to see what he does, he bring to the table tomorrow. And I wouldn't be surprised if he beat Fred Kerley. I don't know if he and Fred Kerley be I think they will line up together, right? That's the lineup, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised if he beat Fred Kerley, but I have Fred Kerley for the win just to get that world championship off his back. But I'm not surprised if Akeem Blake do something special tomorrow beat Fred Kerley.
Okay. So what are you expecting in terms of time?
Well,
in terms of the win, or how what you think this race would look like?
What is it? I'm looking for a 9.9 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're just coming off a world championship because they already peaked. And what we need to understand, let's go back to this race yesterday. Shakira Richardson, she run probably her slowest time, one of her slowest time, if not the slowest time. I think it's her second slowest time in the
100 meter. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was constantly clocking 7, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7. I think she clocked 10, 8, 3 to win the American Championship. But she was constantly clocking 10, 7, 10, 7. No, she have reached her peak in the World Champion and she clocked 10, 6. It's not rare. Because after you reach your peak, you're winding back down to get the body back up to go for Paris next year. So if you realize Noah run a slower time than what he run. Okay?
Right.
You realize Shakira run a slower time than she run. You realize Sharika Jackson run a slower time than she run because they coming off a peak, and not only that, because they do so much race, the legs have to get time to recover. So you don't want to exceed your muscle, and then they get the tightness in your muscle. So they have to kind of wind back down gradually. No, in Fred Kerley case, he did not run as much as them. So it's a possibility he can run a little bit faster, but his peak that we saw was 9, was 10, was 9, was 9.9. And I don't think I don't think I'm gonna see him running a 9.8 tomorrow. Not seeing that.
Okay. So in the context, is there any other athlete that you are hoping to see something big from tomorrow? Apart from the 100?
So who we got in the 200 meters?
I did not see a 200 lineup, I saw like
So
100, like they have quite a few events, like some under, I don't know, 20, and I guess, but so the main events that I saw would be the 110-meter hurdles, men's, so predominantly male events. So men's 400, men's 100, women's 400-meter hurdles, women's 400
mhm.
meter. Yeah, so those were pretty much, I guess, the big events.
Okay, okay, okay. You see what I said about last night about women dominance? You realize that since Diamond League finished yesterday with Elaine Thompson and Sharika and
Sakari.
Shakira Richardson, you realize that everybody gone dormant because the fact that it's woman power.
Yeah, even with
Yes,
the live,
Fred
even
yes,
with the live now, like we don't see a
yes.
lot of people here this evening,
I,
like.
I told you so. Woman dominance. These are the people that social media and people from different parts of the world want to talk about because they are interested. They are cracking sometimes that really, and not only that, the female department is very competitive.
Right.
It's very competitive. One of the person that I'm eager to see in the upcoming season to see what she does as well. Coming off of her injury. I think somebody mentioned her last night was Brianna Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what she does this season. Coming off an injury, you never really always take a longer time to get back at your peak when coming off an injury. So I'm looking forward to see what she does in the upcoming season. So that's one to look at as well. Also, I'm still gonna still look at Elaine, see what she can do. She have not break a sub 11 yet for the season. So she ran her fastest time for the season last night, which is 11 flat. So I hope to see a much more improvement from her. I'm not one to write out Elaine at all. You can never write out the heart of a champion. Not only at the heart of a champion, she's the fastest woman alive.
Definitely.
Nobody has, so that's a person that you can't really count out at all. So I am looking forward to see a big season from her. Also, you have Shelly and Fraser Price. Still looking forward to see what she does. You know, um, you know, as you guys say in Jamaica, Mommy Rocket. Looking forward to see Mommy Rocket for Paris. Even she picked up an injury the other day and don't know how much. But you know what? You know what I was thinking the other day. I was thinking the other day. Shelly and Fraser won 10. I think it's 10-7, and she did not have that much race under her belt. What if she have enough race under her belt? What can she do? But I still believe that it would still be the same result because, like I said, it is all about even when Shelly was running 10-6, I always see her farm breaking up just before
The finish.
The finish. And not only that, she have something that Sharika now have it in the 100 meter. She have a very quick start.
Okay.
She is, yeah, Shelly and Fraser is basically the best when it comes to starting. She the first 60 meter, she's like a rocket. You know? I think if Shakiri can develop that first 60 meters like a rocket, I think there's a possibility she can also break the 100 meter record. I remember last night someone was saying also they wanted why didn't Sharika run the 100 meter? Um, this is a psychological thing, right? You have to know when somebody's on the game and coming off of the world championship, you want to run your best event that you're comfortable running because you don't want to over overstretch yourself in a situation that can hamper any sort of muscles coming out of the World Championship. So I figured that she would be more comfortable in the 200. So that's why she stayed in the 200 field.
And perhaps I'm not sure where the points are, and perhaps trying to make it to the final in terms of, the Diamond League final. So that could be a part of it too.
Yes. Also, that could be a part of it as well. So, like I say, I'll see how it goes tomorrow. I will listen in if you guys have any more topic, because I will call back or I will text, I'll keep in touch.
For sure. Thanks, Justin. All right. So
all right, no problem.
That's Justin there. And again, we're talking about, the next leg of the Diamond League right there in China. Soji, I'll let you know the times as soon as I can get them converted. I see sometimes, but I believe those times are Chinese time, so we need to get those. So I'll post them as soon as possible, all right? For sure. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to the Voices in Education. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. So getting another call here. So let me put this one through. Go ahead, caller, you're live.
Yes. Right.
Soji.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
Yeah, I'm here. Was going to say happy Saturday to you, but that is Friday. It's Friday for you still.
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is, you see, Jamaica, what we need to do is just work and try help Elaine to see Elaine get back fit. I don't want to put too much pressure on Shelly, but because the twins, Brianna Liston, well, Brianna William might can develop. If we don't work on something, Shelly, Shakari or Damnate to beat the Phoenix 4 or 5 years. So, and to me, Elaine is the only person to me I think at this moment I would put if she did at her best, will run leave her to the way Elaine run. The way Elaine run. Because Shakari, when she coming down and come to the back end of the race, she even going faster because you take notice she don't really run and slow down, continue with that momentum same way. You understand?
Right.
She continue with that momentum same way. So that's
I guess that's a fair statement to put forward, Soji, to say that Elaine is probably the only one, because, and even if we're going back to the numbers, Elaine ran 10-5. We are yet to see Shakari there.
Shakari never run that, and we have to just say speak, because the problem I have is the way I see how she runs down Sharika.
Right.
3 times I see she run down Chucky.
Sharika.
Sharika, yeah, 3 times she run her down, and that is my biggest trouble what I see. So we have to work and try get back Elaine fit, that she start to run back her time, because I don't want to put too much on Shelly. Because Shelly run faster time and Shakiri still, but at the same time, she's 36 now, so I'm not putting too much. So what I'm looking at, the twins and those youngsters coming through by the time, because the gentleman before just was talking about starting, as a Jamaican, the person with the best start earlier on was Brianna Williams.
Yeah, I've always heard about her start. Yeah.
Yeah, Brianna Williams have the best start, but what the coach they need to do? She's a Royal Junior game 200 winner too, but what the coach need to do to let her, when she reach the back end, she and Shelly, when they reach 8, and Sybil, when they reach to the 80 meter, it's like they they're struggling, they do all sort of the momentum change. But the difference with Shakira and Helen, when they reach down to that region, they're flying. They're flying. If you take notice the way else when she run, when Ilian run at the Olympic and win the Olympic, she run before and point her finger and just celebrating. And that's the reason why the next race, when she run around that 10-5, she was flying. She never do nothing like that to stop her. But when she coming from behind and when she run, she continue. And Sharika, the same way she run. She continue.
Shakari run the same way.
Sakari. Yeah, she run the same way. So that's why when I look at it and I was saying shit, Helene is a person we really happy. Come next year at Paris. Anyone can win the race, because one mistake, But the person, if Elaine can come and that is our best, I should where she can win the race. But if not, because to me, I agree with Shakar, Jackson. I agree with Jackson because I used to surname. I agree with Jackson. So we don't run too much 100-meter at the moment. I come and get beat by this girl 3, 4, 5 times straight. No.
So I crack up.
Yeah, man, I agree with her. She's smart because she realized that this girl run me down 3 times and beat me back to back. So I don't want to continue run. So that's why I think she want to do the 2-4 instead of the 1-2.
Yes, so she don't want me to beating stick.
No, she don't want to be no beating stick. You don't remember when the girl was beating her, the one where they said, the African girl there where they said take up. They have to give them jobs to lower them system.
I think I know who I think I know who you're talking. Yeah. Your name not coming to me now, but I think I know.
You remember that girl was beating Jack when Jackson go out sometime and look, and when she see the girl come and run her down and catch her online, like sometimes she want to cry. When she said the girl come and beat her, she can't believe. And that girl was continue beating her until they come up with this system. Because if they never come up with those system with those girls would break all world record. Because they were flying. And they are really have one arm on because they were flying, and those girls should never run in the same race with the female.
Well, so that topic is that argument that you pull out is a topic for itself. Trust me, because there are so many ways to look at that. Being born a particular way versus
she ever come back. No matter how Jackson flying, she always run and come beat Jackson in the 200 meter. So maybe Jackson, if she was continuing running, maybe Jackson would withdraw from the 200 meter a long time and concentrate on the 4.
Well, okay, Sharika can run the times, but I guess it's just I don't know what they can do in terms of, the race, and I don't know. I don't know. But that's a coaching thing, I guess.
Good evening,
but Sharika, Sharika.
Good evening, Soji. Just a question for you, right? Do you think that Sharika has the capabilities to beat Shakari at 100?
Well, at this moment, you see 100 meter, anyone can win 100. But at this moment, what I see for the past 3 races, I see Shakiri come from BNB, beat Sharika 3 times straight. 3 times she come from BNB. Run her down after Jackson finished 10-6-5 at our championship. She go to the Diamond League and lost to her. And then she come back again and lost. And then she come to the World Championship and lost again and get beaten. So all this foolishness where I hear people talking said, oh, if she was in lane in the middle lane, shouldn't run that time. Listen, you know that the girl in the race, just run to the line. Don't ease up on things. At this moment, she can beat her. Because anybody beat anybody. All the person that finished 8 can win. But at this moment, the farm was she the form and the momentum that Shakari have going for her, they have to come good to beat her.
Okay.
You get that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But
Yeah.
the thing is that I think you need to bear in mind as well is that you know that Shakar was beaten in the semifinals. I think Sharika beat her in the semifinals because they were in the same.
Yeah.
They were in the same.
Yeah, but I can say something.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember some person. Shakari get a bad start in that, and remember some person running semi-final just want to qualify for that final. Because some person don't really look, and Williams running in the and she flying, but she wasn't flying. She saved something for the end. Maybe what Jackson should done is just run to qualify and don't run so fast. Merlin not used to make the same mistake. Blow out and run time some fast time when they come to the final. They cannot repeat it until she change her style and decide she just run to qualify, and then she go Germany and win the 200 meter. So these are things you have to do. You have to know to manage the round. That's why Shelley so successful. She managed the round. She don't blow out because she know. That's why Talu cannot win. Don't win a global title.
Talu just, I don't know, fourth position. I don't know. Talu had a number 4 there.
Yeah, but it's not say you have to conserve Talu. Talu run the race, but look at just as Kenny Harrison come out in the East in the blue. Person said this, and I said, I was it when I stopped in the stadium. I said to a person, all right, you want to bet? He said, I don't know who will win, but Harrison not going to win. Because I've never bet on Williams. I just say Harrison now win, and the person say, all right, if Harrison don't win, you collect the money. If Harrison win, I get money and I put up bet. And when I look, Harrison don't win because Harrison go and blow like that. Like Diamond League, she will win at Diamond League with Carlton. But Williams come and prove everybody ran said was not a fluke to win the race.
Yeah.
She come back and back the same field. So you have to give her a respect and her props say, yes, well done, girl. You done a great job. Mm-hmm. So, but as you say, Shelly can break the record and Helena, so the 100 meter. But I'm not putting too much pressure on Shelly at the time. But if she can just get up one and just run a one race, fine. But don't go and look to run the record at a world championship or a Olympic. Because too many rounds. You have to really strong like Shakiri and Arise. And I hope Jamaica said, you know what? we have to pump this girl Elaine, because we don't do that. They dominate the 100 meter for a while. American gonna do that. So we have to, because those youngsters will come in, but they're not gonna come good at the as yet. Because I'll give them 2 years of what. Maybe if Williams can get up to speed, don't injure and get up to speed and develop, and then are looking like for the next world championship, the twins and Lalana Reid. Well, Lalana Reid is the one, look like she is a quick fix at the moment. But away from that, I don't see Jackson at this moment beating Shakiri. I'm a Jackson fan, but I don't see it. I don't see that momentum. This girl full of confidence, and as I always said, self-confident, my brother, is a hell of a thing when you have confidence in yourself. You know, when I asked her, I said, what she said she only will get better.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. She's not back. She's better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's not back. She's better. So why the gentleman says you can what he saying now?
All right, Soji. So as I know Shakari is in good in good stead, right? He's in tip-top shape now. She's doing really well in the races. But you mentioned something about Sharika managing the rounds, right? I can remember in the not so far past where Sharika was trying to manage the rounds and wasn't so successful, So I rather her running out of steam in the finals. So, but I think if she managed her final race, that 100 meters final better, I think she would have won the race. But she thought she had it won before crossing the line, and that is a sin in track and field. We have seen it on numerous occasions where persons pretty much start to celebrate before crossing the line. And what happened is that somebody passed them and take away their glory. So that's something that we have to bear in mind.
Yeah, but I never see it like that inside the stadium, because if what I see, after Sherika run that 10.56 at our championship, and she go to that Diamond B, if you take notice, it's the same place. It's the same place, the same place the girl Shakira run and come beat her on the line. So you should have, at the other meet, she never run in through it. She just running through, just cruising. So I don't say anything about that one. But for this race, you know that she's there. If you come and you know say a person is there, can go. You watch your own race and just run to the line, and when you go through, then you can do everything else. Just run your race. Shakiri on the outside, she just run her own race and win. It's the same way when, if you take notice, that's the same way, what's this guy name? Gatlin. That's when he beat Bolt. It's the same way he come and beat Bolt, Bolt and Coleman fighting out, and Gatlin come on the outside and run and beat both of them. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So sometimes persons say, I remember people used to say, oh, why they give a lane 9 and lane 8, they give the reverse lane because they're not running the bigger, you cannot win from that race. But Carl Lewis run out of that race, and after winning the semi-final and running the 7, they give Graham Short win the semi-final, and Carl Lewis run out of those far lane and win. Graham Short never win out of it, and they was finding all type of fault. 1984. I remember Raymond Short won his semi-final, and they put him in those far lane, and he never worked out for him, but he did work out for Carl Lewis.
Some good points there.
So you just have to just run. All athlete who manage to run, and if you want to break some record at a championship, that's why I have to give both credit, because both broke the record in the final at all time. But some person go out and break the final, break the record in the semi-final, and doesn't matter what happened. Which runners break the world record and come to the world championship and lost. Yeah. Remember, after he break the world record, he come to the championship and lost. Steve Lewis beat him. After he break the world record, so sometimes you can break world record and you still can't get beaten. And you don't use the record holder, but you're not the world champion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, as we said, and tomorrow, so who running for Jamaica in the 100 tomorrow?
Wallif in a male. Wallif. So we have Rohan Watson, Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, Kishane Thompson.
Okay.
So we have 4 Jamaicans? Yeah.
One who was American.
Top names: Fred, Kerley. Let me just get my list up. Coleman is in there too. And I think Bracy Williams is in that one. And Brandon. Yeah,
Okay,
from the
that's a
US.
9 lakh.
And we
So
have
in the hurdles now, as he passed went and the American guy, what happened to the guy when he Bradwell?
yeah, I was expecting him, but I'm not seeing his name. So I don't know if there's because with these events, sometimes people withdraw and you have persons going in. So the list that I got, he's not there. And yeah, I was expecting and hoping that he would be running, given what happened in Budapest, but not seeing his name on the list.
Bradwell, I would hope Bradwell no make I come and have him as a diamond with and when it comes to yeah,
oh Lord.
But the last championship he fell same way, you know, and he fell this time again in 2 championships straight he fell, you know. So it doesn't matter, you can beat up a man on the circuit, but this other guy, American guy, is the world champion three times. So that's why I didn't want him to come and run, because Parchment is good, but your Parchment get up so late.
Yeah, late.
But if Parchment could get a better start, he beat any one of them.
Yeah, start
if he can get
very,
good,
very slow, very
if
slow.
if he get up good, none of them beat him. No Bradwell or any of them. So Parchment is a world champion runner, but Bradwell, I don't want to talk too early. So. Don't want to talk too early.
Roll it. So for the 100 Soji, who you think is going to win that one?
Let's see. Anybody can win. Blake can win because the other. Well, this guy who running 100. He was the one that run that win at Jamaica Trials?
Who, Rohan?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Watson.
Mm-hmm. And in my next one, Jamaica alone, they can run. Now we not, because he let down big time. Kerley, depends on how Kerley get up. If Hakeem Blake, there's something about Hakeem Blake. He need to, I don't know, but something about him. I watch him to make him get up. But if you and Blake can win, one of them can win the race. I don't know who, so it's who on the day here, who have the best farm on the day.
So you wouldn't bet on this one at all?
No. We don't put a dollar on none of these actually, because none of them, any one of them can win. Because if we could trust Hakeem, we can bet on it, but we can't trust him because we get up a look on person in a race. But if you run your own race, he beat all of them. You and they put on too much weight to me.
Oh.
Kerley. Yeah, Kerley win 100 meters, but Kerley coming like the youth from Italy, where I just can't rate them.
Okay, he'll be in the race too. Marcel, he'll be in this race.
Well, he can't win, because he can get up good, he will beat them, because he can't run so. Well, when I Jamaica them, but tomorrow I will cancel my mind and see if I change my mind if you have a bet. But I'm a betting person, so I will say if they can allow me to see if my mind tell me and so have a bet, I will have a bet. But I could have a bet on the ladies these last days.
So that's what Justin was saying, that you see, I tell you last evening it's woman dominance time, a woman dominance now, and even with the live, more people were on last evening when we were talking about the women, but
No, but you have to give credit to the lady. Some both them. Remember, when you know that woman dominant duration, remember the ladies race running, closing them, the trap meet them now, the 4x1 and answer for the 4x4 is the ladies race closing the meet. The boys running before the girls now. The girls used to run before the boys, but both they were here. But people come to see the ladies them.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so much excitement it's bring. Unless Niles can come with something good, because him is the only man can motivate them and have that thing. But Shakari come with the next system with this hype thing and so forth, and it's good for track and field. It's good for the sports.
Right.
But as I said. So the ladies, so the Jamaican ladies, them, who was lady running the 100 meter tomorrow?
I don't know. No ladies for the 100 tomorrow. Not that I see. So we have some ladies in the 400. Let me just go back to my list here. So for the hurdles, the 400 meter hurdles, so from Jamaica, we'll have Rochelle and Andrenette, as well as Genevieve Russell in that 400 meter hurdles. And in the 400 meter, we'll have Candice McLeod from Jamaica. And we also have Sade Williams from Barbados. So, yeah. And Paulino from Dominica. Yeah. So those are pretty much the big ones in as far as I see in terms of the races.
And
tomorrow.
Next week, the Diamond League going next weekend. We find out what they said, the final Diamond League.
So there's one for the I posted that on the community tab. Let me just pull it up and give you the date for this one. Welcome, guys. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Please like and share and hit the subscription button. KW, welcome. All right, so let me just pull this one up and tell you. I think it's the 8th of September is going to be the one in Brussels, yes. And then I guess they end in Eugene, 16th to the 17th of September. So I'm seeing 2 more apart from the one tomorrow in China.
Well, only hope Jamaica can send a 4x1 team at that, both ladies and men for the final one.
That would be good. That would be good because, you know, we need that, you know. I remember somebody, I don't know if it was you, Soji, but somebody mentioned about, you know, relay camps and, you know, that, and I guess we need to do some of that.
Yeah, I remember the person was saying, but we need to send a relay down there because and win one of those diamonds. Sharika will win the 200 diamond. So for sure. Shakiri will win the 100 meter diamond.
Well, hopefully she was running all season on the circuit in the 100. I guess I don't know because I guess it's a points thing. So
yeah, she was running a lot. She's supposed to lead it. She was supposed to lead in the 100. So, but and that day sometime you can win that one thing and you still get a diamond if you win on that day, you know, differently from the person with the most points and the final day.
Oh, okay.
So all will come run and they give away, I think they give away some medal for those things. And so these girls are chasing to get a little pocket money the other day for the third spot. In the 200 meter.
And she's doing, Tracy, okay. I think you're referring to Adele.
So the girl I'm talking. But now, I only hope we can come and some of these youngsters can come fight because remember, Olympic, you know, nobody have no spot on the team for the Olympic, you know. So
yeah, no buy, right? So, and you know, there's a question that I want to raise with you. I don't know if we should keep it as a topic, but as for another conversation, but you guys can tell me. Sharon, welcome. I will post the times on this community tab. So what you can do, just subscribe and turn on your post notifications. So Sharon, if this is their first time here, welcome to the Voices in Education community. So I was having this conversation. Right. So I was having this conversation the other day, Soji, and persons listening, I want to hear your perspective on this too. And I was saying this thing in Jamaica where, for example, some of our best athletes, right? You say they false start and you take them out of the race, right? Is it something that we should do, like as a country? I don't know, prevent our best athletes from moving forward to like the Olympics or the World Championships?
Now, what I'm going to ask you now, Shelley and Jackson come out and false start. What are you going to do? You're going to take them out the race and Ilian chef them false start and throw them out and you go down there with some person I cannot run?
That is my question, because I was saying, listen, as Jamaica, we have the power. So I wouldn't say, okay, you can't go. I'll just call back the start, because I'm like, we want to send our best. I feel that's the purpose of the national trials, to send, our best athletes. So I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this one, if and then you have other athletes are going to say, well, it's unfair and this, that, and favoritism. And so I guess ethically you have some concerns there, but in the context of the country and representation, what is your view on this one? So I would love to hear from you. So like that's my big question, like what? So if a Shelly and a Sherika and a Ilya, we are going to send, like, that's my question too. That's definitely my question there too,
Yeah, that's a good point, because and a good thing, because I don't know, because we cannot well, rule is rule, but sometimes you have to bend some rules. Because I remember one year at the World Junior Championship, Daly did fast start, but they still carrying to run the relay. And they were going to run real good, because when you're going to leave your best run at them and other person, but you can't do nothing at all. And so that's the only thing I see. But I'm going to make way for the next person can call in and give their views. So, and here the other gentleman is make him know, said, well, yeah, asking some very good question about Sherika and
Shakari.
So, yeah, some very good question. But I think at this moment, Shakari have the edge. And I think we have to go groom somebody fit. I don't want she contaminate with me next week here, because maybe I would have to run.
We're running to Mars.
I must go, because she when I go on to Sky, she make me laugh, and I like the atmosphere she brings to Chaka Kilo. That thing, I like it. Mm-hmm. But I'm concerned. But that's some youngsters coming through. Because as we said, the guys them that coming through, not too bad, because most of the guys them that win champs like Dexter Lee and the Rose, all those guys, I don't hear anything about them. And gone off the radar. Because Blake never win champs, and see the Hakeem Blake, and see is those guys coming and shining. But I don't like when the person they come just train for the Jamaican child and come out and make the team, and when they go to the World Championship, they can't do nothing at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm going to continue listening and just keep texting. If I see someone say something, or someone say something and I can't call back, I call back. Okay.
All right, Soji, big up yourself.
What's up? Yes.
All right, so that's Soji there sharing, and I'm seeing on the WhatsApp chat here, Mr. Portmore. Hello, welcome. So Mr. Portmore is here from the Sunshine City. If you're tuning in, if you're just tuning in, welcome to this, conversation. If this is your first time here, this is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. We understand that we hold different perspectives, opinions, or even wonders. And so you're welcome to share that. You bring your uniqueness to the space. With that uniqueness, comes diversity. And there is so much richness in diversity that allows us to share and learn from each other. All right, please, guys, remember to like this live, just close the chat for a few seconds and touch that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new again, please hit that subscription button. Or if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscription button. All right, so we have been having some good conversation here, about Diamond League and other stuff. So for sure, I would definitely love to hear from you. So do not be afraid to call the number on screen. Even if you just want to say hello, that's fine. All right. So I'm just checking in the chat here. And Kiwi, hopefully I gave you a shout out, and I'm seeing Lock Raven there. I guess Lock Raven was agreeing with some points that Soji was making. All right. So for sure, again, the line is open, so don't be afraid to phone the number, and do not be afraid to share away in the live chat. All right. So again, as soon as I, work out those Chinese time, or if I see the time available from like a Jamaican media outlet, I'll just get that information, and you'll find that under the community tab. All right. And also, if you're traveling to Jamaica, there's starting today, you'll have to complete some form online, all right, before, during a flight, or once you get there. So just to let you know that, all right. So you'll have to do, I believe it's a C5 form. You'll have to do that online. Let me just check this phone here. So what are your expectations for tomorrow? I guess we don't have much, given it's, the males, and the chat is a bit quiet. But, are you expecting to see something, big tomorrow? Or you're just, hoping that you are seeing, the females run again? So again, in that 100 meters, you can pretty much say it's Jamaica versus the USA. All right, based on, what we have here, with the exception of two other countries, Italy and China. But we have Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, Marvin Bracy Williams, Brandon, Christian, I should tell you the countries just in case they're not familiar. So Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, Jamaica, Marvin, USA, Brandon, USA, Christian, USA, Marcel, Italy, Fred, and this is Fred Kerley, USA, Kishane Thompson, Jamaica, Rowan Watson, Jamaica, and Zenyi of China. All right, so those are the names there. And we have 11 Jamaican athletes in total, based on the information that I have here, who will be participating tomorrow in various events. So I pretty much told you for the 100, we have Rohan Watson, Akeem, and Yohan Blake, and Kishane Thompson. Then we'll see Answer Parchment, Rasheen McDonald, Zandrian Barnes, Rochelle Clayton, Andrenet Knight, Genevieve Russell, and Candice McLeod. So 11 Jamaicans will be there. And again, this can be adjusted based on, I guess, the day and, what is happening with the athletes. So you never know. We might get to see Broadbell. Who knows? But for now, Broadbell is not on the list that I have. And Soji here. Why? I'm trying to figure out your messenger, Soji. You have to fill up a form. Soji, could you provide a little bit more explanation on this one, please, in the chat there? All right. So again, we have quite a few Jamaican athletes, performing there. Also, we have Paulino of the DR and Sade of Barbados, who will be there as well. All right. We'll also see, as you see there on screen, Parchment and Holloway in that 110-meter hurdles. Do you have any expectations there? Do you believe that Holloway Grant is going to go away with this one? Grant, do you believe Grant is going to go away with this one? Or can Hansle, get up a bit quicker and bring the challenge to him? What are your expectations? And do you have any words of encouragement for the male athletes? Let me just go back and check this chat. Not getting to see my chat from there, right? Let me try another way. I'm just out of the chat a little bit right now. Okay. Edsel, welcome, Edsel. And Edsel saying here, Fred will win the 100 meters. The rest will have to fight for second and third. So Fred, you're giving Fred the win here. What time are you expecting to see Edsel from this run? Oh, the form you're referring to. Let me just go back and tell you exactly. So it's starting today if you're traveling to Jamaica. Pika is saying that, the declaration form, so that C5 form, it is mandatory for entry, and now you will have to fill that out online. So before you leave, or during your flight, or when you arrive in Jamaica. All right, so that declaration form you will have to complete. So you can do that online. It's going to be online. And if you land in Jamaica, I guess you'll have people in the airport to help you with that one. So just to let my viewers and listeners know that if you're traveling to Jamaica, starting today, September 1st, you will have to complete the C5 form. So that declaration form, you will have to complete that online. All right. So just some information for you there. I'm trying to get back to my chat. All right. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to this conversation. Definitely love to hear from you. So don't be afraid to share in the live chat, or you can also phone the number that you see on screen. So far, I believe, based on the conversation in the context of the 100 meters, I'll say Fred Kerley seems to be the one persons are going for, but it's like if Kerley Blake could perhaps give Fred Kerley some challenge if he's into that form. So even though person are saying Kerley. In the context of Yohan Blake, I guess a lot of persons do not have much expectation, but what happens if he does super well tomorrow? Will that change your view about Yohan to say that Yohan is better? Yohan is not back, but better. All right, Edsel is saying, and just need to get the chat where I can see it. I'm trying to get my chat up. Let me just see here. All right, so Ed still is saying Fred will run under 10 seconds and Grant will win the 100, I guess the 110-meter hurdles there. All right, thanks for sharing. So 9 what? I'm going to pull you out a little bit more, Ed still. Are you thinking 9899? What's your call for Fred? And I can also share with you the season best for these persons and their PBs in this 100 meters. So this is information that I got from Wanda. So let me just get this up for you. Looking at the 100 meters. So Akeem Blake, season best 9.89, PB 9.89. So Edsel, you're saying that, okay, Kerley is going to run 9.99. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down shortly. And Yohan Blake, season best 10.01. And PB, of course, 9.69. Marvin, 9.93. So this is USA. And PB, 9.85. Brandon of USA, 10.02. Season best and PB, 10.02. Christian, USA, 9.88. PB 9.76. So that was the season best first, 9.88, and then PB 9.76. Marcel, Italy, season best 10.05 and PB 9.80. Fred Kerley, and this is a person most of us say is going to win here. Season best 9.88 and PB 9.76. Kishane Thompson, by the way, Fred Kerley, US of A. Kishane Thompson, Jamaica. Season best 9.91, PB 9.91. Rohan Watson, Jamaica, 9.91, season best and PB 9.91. And Zhen Yi of China, season best 10.05 and PB 9.97. So basically for this 100 meters, we have, predominantly Jamaican and, United States athletes, with the exception of Marcel of China and Marcel of Italy and Zhen Yi of China. All right. So again, welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome to the Voices in Education. We're just talking about, some expectations and I guess words of encouragement in the context of the next leg of the Diamond League there in China. All right, if you're new to this space, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe and please ensure that you like this live. All right, and we would definitely love to hear from you in the context of this conversation and topic. All right, so let me hear from you. Who else is going to phone in? The line is open. Definitely want to hear from you, and let me check if I am missing any call, and I'm getting a call. Let me see now. Okay, here we go. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, I'm back.
Mr. Portmore, welcome, welcome,
Good to see you.
welcome. How are you doing?
I just got in. I'm listening to some of the comments, especially the last comment was made about these youngsters coming in and making the team, the Jamaica trials team, and then when them go out there, them falter,
Right.
them don't make it as well. All right. There's a simple answer to that question, and he knows it. So it's just that he's not putting it into place. You cannot, and there is no way, no how you have a seasoned veteran and you put out a youngster who doesn't know how to adjust to the atmosphere, the different climates, the different type of tracks, the different, because you have some tracks fast, you have some tracks slow, you have some tracks heavy. Those are experience they're learning out there to get better. So if you see them do look competitive, but not as strong as they should be, you have to give them time to mature into the system. It's a must. You cannot just say, okay, Brianna Williams are, what's her name again? Tina Clayton. They all did well in their age group, in their atmosphere, but being in the pro atmosphere, these are jobs these people have. These people don't play with them jobs. They don't play with the whole financial gaining from this, the sponsors, this. They have to perform. So they have to perform to the best. If I'm an athlete running on the circuit and I'm running 10-1, 10-2, 10-3 as a man, 10-3 as a man, 10-4 as a man, and here comes a youngster running 9-9-9. Hello, you're gonna interfere with my job. So regardless of when this youngster come, hey, this youngster not supposed to beat. So you gotta work your heart out to beat that youngster, to make that youngster know it's not your time yet. A lot of them never know Shelly-Ann did it. Shelly-Ann didn't even look good in champs. Basically, everybody know that she was fast, but not as good as she is now. She went through a whole league. Usain Bolt went through his first year as a junior, and everybody thought, oh, he is this good and that good, and he will make this. And what happened? We all saw him went down to senior track athletes, and they will develop eventually. But you have to see where they are. If them can't run right now, the 100 meter for ladies, if you can't run 10-7, 10-8, you're not really considered one of the top tier runners. There's so much of them trying to make it through that top 10, that top 8, I should say. And it's hard for them because their times are not ready for it. One more topic about Shericka Jackson getting beat from the young lady from Africa, I think, running her down all the time and beating her.
Right.
Okay. That is just, I wouldn't say, it's just the hormones that she has. No two person born the same way, and no two person always think the same. So she just have that extra testosterone in her system. I don't think it's put there. I think she was born with it.
Yeah. That was established. Yeah.
Right. So you cannot blame the athlete for doing so good. She's not a transgender. What lead that?
Yes,
she's
please.
not that type of person.
Yes, we get that. Yes.
Right. So beating Shericka there, fine. Now that they found out that she has this extra testosterone in her system, now she cannot run the 100 meter or 200 meter now because she is, have that in her. She beating Jackson, only telling Jackson to do better. It's like a motivational thing. Oh, we can't beat this girl, Jackson. I try. And, it will work out. There was one more topic I wanted to touch, but it slipped me. But seeing tomorrow Diamond League, hey, listen, the males, you said it on your program. A gentleman came and said it on your program last. The males are not dominant in the track and field right now. They are not. They don't have a superstar. To be a male athlete and to all these male athletes, say for example, not using Usain Bolt, using this guy from Africa that run part three, so Venica.
Okay.
So if Venica had found back that form that he was running, you couldn't be talking about no more 100 meters for man. We will be talking about who can beat him at the court. Right now, the 100 meters for man is, to me, is just a normal race. The 200 meters for man is the race to watch. Because you have that young boy from Africa, he run third in the whatever. You have the American guy, young guy. So there's competition in the 200 meter from all angles. Even my boy from Canada.
Degrasse?
Yeah, Degrasse. We can name the competitors them in the 200 meter, right? A lot of them, right? But we can't compete with the 100 meter. Right now, Noah Lyons is running the best time ever. He's beating them here, there, and everywhere. In the 200 meters, everybody are looking for somebody to try to beat it. Why nobody looking for somebody in the 100 meter to beat it? Civil can't do it. Civil is young. His leg is not strong enough. His upper body is not strong enough yet. Civil can't beat him like. Noah Lyons went through his beating time to him. He used to get beaten a lot, regardless of what people think. Until him develop his skill. Until him realize, I have to improve on that and so forth and so forth and so on. So track and field is like, you have to really take time out to understand what it takes to do a certain event before you can. Noah Lyons don't have a 200 or 400 time where you can say he's competitive enough. You see in both that competitor at 45 as a youngster. It was such a hard record to break until they break it the other day. The 200 was such a hard record to break. Not the world record, but it's junior 200. So those were things that people look forward to doing. Noah Lyons is looking forward to do what? Break Usain Bolt 958 is 1990.
Yeah.
Noah, I heard even here last night I was listening. I wanted to comment, but I mean I was a little bit busy doing something. People are comparing Noah Lyons and Usain Bolt. And I, as a track lover, cannot see that comparison yet. I see so much flaws in his game that I can't see it yet. I can't see him compete it yet. 1930, what, 31?
I think so.
Was it?
Yeah.
1931. Johnson's record was 1932, wasn't it?
Somewhere there.
And it stands for over 13 years or more.
For a bit.
Before you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Noah Lyons just break that record. Just break that record. They're saying, Soldier said it well also, that the older you get is the more your muscle tend to deteriorate because of the overwork what they get. The body and the mind understand it, but the tempo how fast it can go. Soldier said it well last. So Niles is what? 24, 25?
Yeah, about that. He was born in when? Lyles 1997. So guys, do the maths. No.
1997?
Yeah.
Same what? 23, 24, 27. What the hell? Niles is 27? That doesn't sound right. You sure says 1997?
He's 26, about 26.
Oh, okay. So we are now talking about Noah lines, not even running close to Usain Bolt time, not even 1920, not even 1925, but 1930, 1931.
Yeah.
So we're giving one more year, which is the Olympic year. Do you, in your own mind, think you will get that record in 2024? No. Me not think so either, with all of what you're doing right. So I'm not looking for that record to break next year. So now he's 28, going on 29.
He's 26. No, he's 26. It's about 26, 26. Yeah, Lyles.
So we are working things out. No, we're not on the ladies because the Diamond League tomorrow is basically the man thing.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the man. We're having what, 200 and 100 tomorrow?
No, I don't see any 200. So
okay, so it's 100.
Yeah.
Where Blake will be.
100.
Okay, let's talk about you and Blake.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, because I have a comment here in the chat from Edsel, and Edsel said Yohan had the chance to take over from Bolt in the 100. He has let, I guess, too many young athletes overtake him. He can't make the Jamaican team anymore. So you can take it away, Mr. Portmore, on this one.
All right. Let's go back a bit. Before, as I said, I always like to know where I'm coming from to where I'm going. When you and Blake was running, remember we had a discussion also. Everybody was talking about, oh, you see and both talk about it, 8 Blake. You remember we had that conversation?
Yeah.
He didn't hate Blake. What he was saying indirectly is he was disappointed in the way you and Blake represent the track and field at the time. You and Blake had an injury and went out and got bigger like a Tyson Gay, not Tyson, one of them big athletes. Came back, start running slow. From you and Blake came back, you and Blake was being beaten by even some amateur runner, some schoolboy, trying to make back his name. You and Blake fastest time since Bolt retired. If we can, I have no computer up, so I can't research it. He has no time nowhere near a competitive time to run a 100 meter. Them time that you're talking about a 100 meter running. The Olympic that Bolt didn't go when this guy from France, was it France or Italy?
Italy.
Cool. You remember say that Olympic year, it was what? 10 what? 10 what was the winning time? 10-1, 10 something like that. Some
10, yeah, 10-1 or 10-1, not remembering, but it wasn't a fast time. He was the one just come back and just like zoops, like no Jamaican,
right.
like yeah.
So we're talking about Olympics, the best of the best of the best, the fastest of all, supposed to be competing. 8 of them supposed to be lining up there, the fastest in the world lining up there. And you tell me, say them running 10-1? 10-1 to win. And from he won that Olympic game, where is he now?
Well, he'll be running tomorrow for sure. I can tell you that. I think he's in China.
And let's go back to Blake. Blake lost the weight, but lost momentum. Because we Jamaicans don't know the other side. We only see them on the track. We only see them on the track. We were talking about the beast, the man who's hype, the man who is the beast. The beast of running, the second fastest man in the world over 200 meters. The third fastest or the fourth fastest man in 100 meters.
Yeah,
we're talking about the beast.
He's tied at the second with Tyson Gay in the 100, 9.69.
Right, at 9.69, right. So let's see. Now you are the prince to take over from the king when the king retired. And all you can do is tell everybody that you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, and you're not doing it on the track, on the track, on the track. That's all he did. We've been around him. We've seen him at training. Not putting that 100% because, oh, I'm Yohan Blake and nobody's running my time yet. Sha'Carri Richardson, let's compare. Sha'Carri Richardson, when she was breaking out, when Gatlin said, I saw her run 10.65, and nobody did believe that. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. She just won the championship at 10.65. But because of the height that she was carrying, she forgot one more thing. This is not about motor. This is about muscle strength. Carry your A game. She was what? Second to last in the next race that when she get the disappointed, whatever, from the World Games. And she came back. She ran the Jamaicans in I think it was a Diamond B, if I remember clearly. It's a way of saying that sometimes the humblest car drink the most milk.
Mm-hmm.
Usain Bolt was hype as hell, but guess what I'm hype with? A software poet and cars and going out, having fun, because this is what I do. I have fun. I work hard, but I have fun. Yohan Blake was having all funds. Everything was coming his way. It's like having a child at home and him go to school and get every school book, all of the top clothes them already. And at 18 when he graduated from high school, him still thinks mommy and daddy still have to keep the best car, the best this, best that. But where is his work ethic to get his own? To stand on his own feet. Yohan Blake couldn't stand on his own feet for love that money. How disappointed is it for see the second fastest man in the world complain and say he want to run off? You want to run off because you're faster. Oh, if I saw what his name, Bolt. If Bolt in that 100-meter when fast start did want to run off, would Bolt ask? Yeah. Did Bolt ask for any?
But this is what I am at. Well, I guess in Yohan's case it wouldn't work. But let's and I think I put this to Soji as well. So for example, you're at the national trials, right? And you have the 100 and you have Ilian, Shelly, Sharika false starting. Would you take them out of the race or would you call it back?
Is that for Soji or me?
You. I put it to Soji already, so I'm putting it to you now.
Remember who you're talking to, so the answer you get is might not the one where you want to hear. But
no, man, out. It's your view, so I want to hear your view.
They're out.
Oh, they're out. So once the false start, the big gunners, the big names, they're not going. They're out for you.
The rules of the game. The rules of the game. Listen to the rules. To compete in a 100 meters final, you have to have a time, a certain time to compete in the World Championship. Not only just winning, not just only winning your trial. Olympic game have a standard where them say if you run. So
yeah, for sure.
The person would beat. Okay, so the person would beat them, run, win the race after the fast start, run 12-1 and win the race. But the Olympic and the championship standard is saying if you have to run 10 or 11-1. If you understand me.
Yeah.
But if they don't meet that standard, and Elaine, Shelly, and Elaine go out there and run the qualifying times, them automatically in the pool again. Because the person that won the race before didn't do the time. But if the person that did win the race had the time, they would have to stay there in the fast start area. You see, rules are there to be followed, and the rules are stickled that way for a reason.
Get that. But
Nobody just put it on that rule.
I get that, but I'm going to ask you this question too. I'm not saying that, this is I'm just putting it out there because we're having a conversation today with someone and this came up. So in the context of a national trials, what is the purpose of the national trials?
To find who is the fastest on the day.
On the day. So in that case, right, is it that you're going to miss because, say, for example, you know that these athletes would be the fastest on the day, right? So they fall started, they're out. So it's a case, say the athlete that won, they made that time, that, for the Olympics, say, for example. And is it a case where, no, because the person win, they have the qualifying time, is it a case where we're going to send our fastest athlete? Because when you look at the trials are supposed to be one where you're sending your best athletes.
Okay.
So in the context of that, no, this is what, and you see, sometimes, Mr. Portmore, sometimes we make policies, or let's put it to rules. And the rules, they do not match the outcome that we want, So what we do, we create further problem for ourselves, because sometimes we make or we follow some rules that do not really help us. So this is one of those situations where if the purpose of a national trials is to ensure that you're sending your best athletes all the time, like, I'm just, pulling your thoughts here. Why, if you have, say, for example, a Sharika and a Elaine and a Shelly fall starting, why is it, why wouldn't they call back that race? So
all right, okay. I'm gonna answer your questions in a diplomatical way, and you will understand why when you have those rules. Okay, so we run a race, a trials, Shelly and Foster, Elaine, all the three of them Foster,
yeah,
right?
all their big athletes, yeah.
So, right. So we adjusted the system, the rules to accommodate them. So we pull back the race and say that it has to be a runner.
A faulty, or you could do a faulty start.
Or you do a faulty start to get them. Okay? You do a faulty start. So now you give them back a chance now, and them qualify because they are faster than everybody else. Here comes the World Games or the World Championship. Guess what?
Then fast start.
Even fast. So in any other in any case, you just lost one. You thought, okay, we're gonna lose one. So we have the other two. Remember in the trials, all three of them what? Fast start. So here goes Shelly. Fast start again. So we had one left. Sherika Jackson. Everything upon your shoulder from the start. No, you asked a valid question, and I'm giving you a valid answer.
Yes, Mr. Portmore, go on, man.
Here comes Sherika Jackson with the shoulder of Jamaica on her shoulder now. In the blocks, on your mark. God, me carry the weight. God, me carry the weight. So your mind not listening now to the gun. You're not listening, because you're thinking, I have this weight on my shoulder, I'm carrying now. Pop, she pass, start. So the race is gonna go. Remember now, the athlete who won the fast start race or the fast start run 12-1. I'm not giving them any time more than that. But the race that will run after these three girls fast start done at 12-4. Now, what would you say now to the person that you pushed out from running in the trial who just have a quality for time to do that, and the race run at 12-4? So our 12-1 would have won the race for you, right?
Yeah, I get that. That's
double jeopardy. All right, so let's go back to the fast start. So these three ladies fast started 100. They have a 200. So them want to really represent you. You know that if they all qualified for the 200 meter, they all can run in the 100 meter, the 4 by 1. So we only lost 2 or 3 medals in the 100 meter and gave back 3 in the 200 meters and gave back another one in the 400. You have to understand, Rules are there to be followed. And if you start adjusting the rules to suit your needs and your requirements and your things, then now, if you lose, it's a bet, you're betting something on, okay, if, no. You give that youngster or that person who runs that race the opportunity of doing their best.
So I get you. So once they're not following the rules, then you're going to open a can of worms.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Xiamen was suspended for painkillers. Picture that. Remember that? Remember that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So there
for
you go.
painkiller. So she wasn't following the rules then. We missed out on her then. So rules are there. And we have to understand that the rules are there for a reason.
For sure.
To make sure fairness is kept. So if you understand all the statement I made, you must now understand that once we have the rules and these ladies fall start, don't adjust the rules to suit them because it can backfire. Because I show you a way that it can backfire because they already fall started at the trial.
Yeah, I get that.
Who tell you that? Who tell you that they're not going to fall start at the Olympics again?
That's a good one there. And that is why I like to just ask and throw out stuff, because we get so many different perspectives. And let me just check the chat here quickly, Mr. Portmore. So Carlton, Soji, okay, the age there, sharing, it can break it. Remember, some persons develop late. I'm not sure who you're referring to there. Was it Akeem Blake, Soji? And Blake ran 9.85 at trials. All right, so I guess Soji, you're going to follow up and give us some clarification on those 2 points. And Edsley said Marcel Jacobs' time was 9.95 when he won the Olympics in 2021. All right, so we're getting a time there, Mr. Portmore. So I guess we could check that.
Still not a good time to win Olympics.
And Kiwi saying the false start rule are rules for TV time, and the starters need to be more tolerant. And Carlton, Soji saying, yes, I remember. Okay, I guess Soji's agreeing with some points that you're making. So guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to this, spicy conversation, but we keep it respectful and we are in a safe space where we can share our varying opinions or perspectives. So I would definitely love to hear from you. So we're talking about the Diamond League and other stuff, relating to track and field. So please feel welcome to share in the chat. It's a safe space. And again, all opinions, are welcome. Please remember to like and subscribe. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscription button. All right, back to you, Mr. Portmore.
Okay, I'm going to reverse the question back to you. What do you think if all three of them would have passed out? What would you do? What would you have done?
All right, so that's a tough one, and I'm going to try to be diplomatic, like the politicians. All right, the rules. I know I would pull you. I know I would pull you out on this one. I know I would pull you out. So all right, this is the thing. I guess the rules are the rules as they now stand, right? And so we have to follow the rules because the rules are the rules as they now stand. But, I think beyond the rules. So I guess, similar to how you will see that flexibility that they have with the relay pool, where I guess it's the top 4 and, they're pretty much, they have that in policy, but beyond that, they have some flexibility in terms of team selection. So I feel that if and I would want to believe that this is the purpose of the national trials, to get your best athletes then we want to ensure that whatever rules we have in place can guarantee us our best athletes moving to the championships or the Olympics. So whatever rules you have now, you have to follow them. But if it is that you have rules that are not aligned with the purpose that you're trying to achieve, then you need to reconsider those rules.
Okay. In other words, all what you just said is have the right rules for the right reason.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you want to, if the purpose of a trial is to send your best athletes, you need to ensure that the rules that you have in place will allow you to send your best athletes. Because whatever you have on paper, that is what you'll have to follow, right? In practice, in terms of what you're doing. So you want to ensure that, you know, the rules that are in place gives you that, or give you that opportunity. So I'm seeing here in the chat, we saying Yohan Blake should have been reinstated at the trials. And Soji saying Lyles can break the record. Okay, thanks for that clarification. So Soji saying Lyles can break the record. And Kiwi saying false start rules are foolishness. Yes, I agree. These starters are too quick to run out people from the races. And Soji again is saying here, Blake ran 9.85 at the Jamaica trials. Okay. Trending sports and entertainment. Let me just take this.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Soji said what? Blake run 9.85 at the trial?
Probably not this one.
Oh. I remember that he was fast started, I think.
Probably sometime in the past. Probably not this one. I doubt it's this one.
Oh, okay.
And
no, he also run 9.69.
Yeah, that's his best time. Yeah, number 2 with Tyson Gay.
Mm-hmm. Blake is have no fun, right?
So you're not expecting much from Yohan Blake tomorrow then?
Expecting him to run, yeah, but it's not a big quality field. A good set of runners are there that I expect to really participate well. Seeing Blake winning that race, I see Blake as, if he's motivated, maybe, as in that he didn't have able to run his race at the championship and want to prove people say, oh, because you left me out that I'm showing me what I can do. Well, maybe, but
well, I feel like, and this is just my view, like this 100 meters, the men in this event, I think they're coming to make a statement. Each one of them, given what happened like in Budapest or with Yohan at the trials, I feel like each of them, they have something to put out there. So it's going to be good, because with Kerley missing out from that semifinals there, so I feel like they have, something to say to us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've not seen all of them, but I've seen some of the lineup. You send to the WhatsApp. It's like this. When you have a point to prove, not only to yourself, you can perform better. When you have a point to prove to other people, you're gonna do too much, probably too soon. Because if you always listen to people, when I was in sport, if I listen to everybody where it say, I'm off my game, and I'm not gonna be off my game. I'm not coming off of my rap because of this. I'm doing this for me. For me, I might not win this race, but I want to see where I'm at now. Civil, young, fast, still need a lot of work. Everybody see it. There was this guy, Ellis. I remember when Ellis teared down champs, and everybody was saying, yo, the next one this I come up, we're on the line. but he went too early into the professionalism, and where is he now? Just competing at his job. That's all he's doing. Not as competitive as he once was. There's another point I like to make to the general public. When you see our kids from high school doing champs and get scholarship and go overseas, it's not a bed and rose game for them over there. Not. It's not as easy for them over there. The competition is fierce. It's enough. Some people run with injuries. Some coach demands that, oh, because we give you the scholarship, you have to participate, even if you're too hurt, you know. So some athletes, we have so many athletes that break down over there. And then when them come back home, them trying to develop at them speed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, the
I've
circuit.
seen a lot of
Well, I guess it depends, because I believe, I'm not sure if it was Soji, but somebody pointed out that Brianna Liston is well managed. And so, she has a good coach at LSU.
I think that coach I think that coach has some love for the Jamaican athlete that he protect them. I think so.
Yeah.
Look at
Kevona.
Kevona.
Yeah.
None at school, at high school level, before college, no one. Barring injury, none. You can name it. Sherika Jackson, Ilian Thompson, the whole of them. None. None could have took that girl one-on-one. None. And I'm not asking anybody that. Coming out for the 200, that girl would ramp up. But she went overseas, went to college, did too much damage, was running an injury, was doing all kind of things. And then guess what? She didn't develop herself back. And I bet you any money, college season is over right now. And Kimona, if she sticks to her guns now and start training like how she wants to, I mean, look out. Them talking about we don't have any youngster coming up. Them talking about Shakira Richardson holding this for another 10 years or another 5 years. No. With a Brianna Williams waking up, with a Abby Summer, that young girl will run the super record with it.
Oh, Alana.
Coming up.
Alana.
Read, yeah. We have a lot of females coming out of the gunship right now. Cool. I can name such a whole leap of them coming out of the gun. But what I'm saying is our athletes, that's why one time Jamaica will say, stay home and train. Stay home and get scholarships. Stay home and do all of this. I'm not breaking down the college system because it helps. It helps a lot of our athletes. A lot of them. On the technical side of it, it helps us. We have no triple jump trainers in Jamaica. No triple jump trainers. None. We are old school. The technology right now, with the system, whatever I use, the technique, whatever I use, the steps, whatever I use, those are the American system. The long jump, the pole vault, we are not super ready for all of that. But now we're getting some jumpers. And
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because of the technicality that teach us.
Let me just go back to the chat quickly here, Mr. Portmore, sir. Ensure that I keep everybody, a part of this.
Keep subscribing.
Yeah, so just give me a moment. So trending sports and entertainment, the rules must be followed by all athletes. The same rules that govern international events must be followed by individual countries. So trending sports, making a point there. And also asking a question. If your weakest athlete falls start, would you call back the race? Good question. When we have our trials here, we should disregard the false start rules. I guess KW is going to call soon. And Carlton is saying, Soji is saying that that time that Yohan ran at the trials was in 2021, I believe. That's what Soji is saying there. And KW is saying, these rules came about because the television channels made a complaint years ago, especially the media in a certain country. I love how you put that, KW, in a certain country. We're not calling any names. And Edsel is reminding us, you remember when Shelly beat Veronica at the trials? They wanted Veronica to run because she was defending Olympic champion. The J3s never let that happen, and it was a good thing. And KW here is saying, the field events give each athlete more than one attempt at their event. Why don't the sprinters get that chance? Good question. And KW again here, the top athletes from champs who get a scholarship will hardly make it internationally. Their bodies will go through too much from high school, then college, muscle damage and burnout will occur. And Soji here is saying, Brianna Williams, okay, I'm trying to get this. Oh, Brianna Williams beat her when she was at school. All right, so those are some great points there. Again, guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to this safe space. Please hit that subscription button and just close the chat briefly. I know it is very, spicy right now in terms of sharing. Just close just close the chat briefly and touch that thumbs up button. All right, and let's keep expanding together. All right, yes, Mr. Portmore.
Yeah, because no, you can keep me on the line and everybody gonna try attack. Okay, so here we go. He was saying, all right. You remember we spoke about the fast start rule? Somebody made a valid point, which I was gonna make, but it was necessary. I understood what I was trying to say. So that's the valid point I'm saying. So somebody from the lower tier fast started, 3 of them. So would you take back the race because of that? No.
For sure.
Would we make adjustments to get them in? No.
Right.
Would we even ask them if they want to run again? No.
Yeah, that is
and if
important.
the rules can make them run again, right? Would we put them in? No, because they're slow. We consider them slow.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Very good point. I must applaud that person to remind me that I didn't say. Very good point. So when we're talking about master, we are talking about rules. Somebody said the rules were made for television audience and television. Do you know how much millions of dollars that those people spend for 1 minute or a couple seconds to have that thing, what you call it, broadcast to them? You know how much millions? They lose if they say the fast start rules don't exist. The 3 fast start rules continue. So here is 8 people. 8 trees is 27, isn't it? I don't know much.
24, I think. Yeah.
All right. So here we go. So you're talking about 24 minutes, talking about half an hour. So you're giving everybody half an hour for watch one race. I'm not in the broadcast business, but reading and seeing you understand, say, having a billboard there, having advertisement coming in and all of that, it's millions of dollars for the championship and all of this. So yeah, it was made for that reason. But rules, when you change rules, it's not a one-off thing. Even if the media wanted to change a rule, it has to come down to the board, meaning the athletics champion, whatever name.
Yeah, IAAF, yeah.
Right. So they have to have a meeting and say, listen, we're losing money from whatever, let's give back that money.
Well, I think that's a valid point because time is money, right? And I guess athletics in that sense, big business. So I feel like, yes, you have the athletes, but at the same time, as you mentioned, in terms of, television and, broadcasting and, selling certain rights, people, so I guess with that, I guess I didn't even look at it that way. So thanks. I believe it's Kiwi for sharing that, in the context of, because of broadcasting, then you kind of tighten it up in terms of time and allowing the race to go on the time that it is scheduled, because you don't want to go over time in the context of your program. So if, person's buying whatever rights and say, okay, we can do this for like 3 hours or whatever, you want to ensure that you're keeping the races within that time slot, I guess. So I guess in that sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. There's no difference in it. That's exactly what it is. So the rules were changed. So on the topic of rules, so now Jamaica needs their starters to, their top runners to participate. So do we have chances to change our rules to suit our athletes? No. You just read something about what them say. Every country in the world has to follow this rule. So we can't adjust it to suit our needs. But there's always a loophole to our rules. And I explained that to you. Elaine, Sharika, and Fraser, they far started, but the winner of that 100-meter did a slower time than the qualifying time for whatever event, which is the Olympics or the Athletics Championship. The qualifying, you know this, you have to have a certain qualifying time to run in that.
Yeah.
Right. So now there's meets all over the world happening. So Shelley wasn't supposed to participate in Paris, but Paris is the last one for her. Ilian never have to work somewhere else or whatever. So they go out there, run their best time. Listen, run their best time. So now they have the qualifying time. Now the athlete who won the trials, still doesn't get the qualifying time. So basically we wouldn't have no athlete going because Shelley did fast. But no, there is the loophole now that comes and says they have the qualifying times so them can represent us. Remember now, if you don't have a qualifying time, even if you win the race, you probably don't go in. It's the same thing,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because usually they have like a few weeks to go and run somewhere.
Right. So we wanted to send athletes who are capable of competing. Shelley made the time, Ilian made the time, Jackson made the time. So we can put them in there as alternatives now, if you get what I'm going.
Yeah.
Those are some of the stipulations of the rules. And I think rules, as a father, as a man out the road, rules are there for a reason, and rules are supposed to be followed.
Awesome.
So,
awesome. So I guess for tomorrow, then I guess you don't have much expectation. So, for the 100, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who you think is going to win the 100?
The American guy, what's his name?
Kerley?
Kerley. Kerley have a plan to prove.
Okay, and what time you calling for Kerley? Because you and Spotting spot on.
I am not gonna put a spot on this one. I'm just gonna make a assumption. Kerley is not a 10-9. No.
You mean
Kerley
9?
is not a 9-9 man, and Kerley is not a 9-8 man. 9-8 is, as somebody said, Yohan Blake run a 9-8-5. Yohan Blake never said that form there. Up to now, Yohan Blake can't find that form. So the race is Kerley. And the time will be around the range at, I don't want to give him a 10-1, but around that flat, 10 flats.
10 flat for Kerley, all right? Write it down, So
Yeah,
far,
you better, you never did it last time.
yeah, man. So far, I have sometimes. I have from Justin Edsel and I have from you. Yeah, get sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But as
You
a
and Blake,
yeah, go ahead.
I know you're going to know you and Blake, because we are Jamaican, we all one. You and Blake have definitely, what would I say? You and Blake would have to pull a rabbit out of a hat, put it that way. To run a 10-9-5 or something like that. You and Blake have to pull a rabbit in there.
Okay, and what
He
if
has
he
no
what if he surprises you tomorrow?
You're talking to Mr. Puma. Congratulations, you and Blake. You're now improving.
Okay, good, good. You see why I like this space. We're just positive, you know. It's all about love, you know, all about love. Yeah.
There's no other word in this world.
For sure.
So, what anybody can tell me what happened to my jumper? This young guy, good.
Emerged.
The one that got Emerged.
Oh,
somebody can tell me what?
No
I've
updates.
not seen no report.
No updates. No, I saw something from his coach on Sportsmax, but I'll have to revisit that, and then tomorrow after the races, we talk. I'll get an update from what I've seen. But I read something, you know, from there. So I'll go back and I'll tell you what I saw there tomorrow.
I'm going through every channel just to find, not channels as in television, every, you know, the term, going to every channel, doing everything.
It was on Sportsmax. Sportsmax, yes, Sportsmax, yeah.
I need to find out if that injury that he had, because being a jumper, you pull that place, you can't bounce on that. You don't recover from that thing. So I want to know if them think it's gonna hold him out for another 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to that information and share that tomorrow.
And my hurdler, the one that fell, what's his name?
Broadbell.
Broadbell. What's happened to him?
I don't know. I was hoping to see him at this meet, but he's not on the list. But you know, hopefully he's doing okay. Or perhaps he might show up tomorrow. I don't know, because sometimes, you know, people might switch events or, you know, might withdraw. So.
And then improve, right?
Yeah.
Oh. So that basically we cover. You see, the men race is so easily can be put over the fire, and you know exactly what will get burned. Sometimes. Most times. All right, you know, all the time. Because if there's not a Noel Nines and that young boy, that 20-year-old, that same I got block you see and do a record before him get to 25 or something like that. Which, well, it's nice to have a good tree. But if you remember when you run the fastest time as a youth, how him legs fell, how him body feel coming off of that stretch, when him put him take a breath, feel like him a drop down. You remember say, coming down from 1930 and 19 whatever to come lower. No, it's not an easy task. And I wish you all the best, because I like to see the competition. We have no 200-meter runner where we run you down. We have no 200-meter who looks like they want to take that space. None whatsoever. So that space is not Jamaicans anymore.
I'm going to send you go up there now, Mr. Portmore. I'm going to send you a soldier on the track.
Yeah, but you have to be smart. You have to think a lot.
I get it.
You're an average track and field enthusiast. Think clearly and tell me one name in Jamaica right now, listening, that has a 200 that you say, well, I can see him competing and run.
Not at this time. Not at this time, coach.
Yeah, so we're nowhere in that space.
Yeah, but
we're nowhere in that space.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So we want to see the men stepping up. So men, step up, step up, step up. All right.
That's not like it in Jamaica no more. These young guys that running right now, as soon as you give them the accolades, they think they made it already. Trust.
Well,
Trust.
I am hoping that they're seeing what is happening on the big stage and, you know, come and take a
I
place.
was at UA. I was at UA a couple of hours ago. And I can tell you, lady, let me tell you, I listen. Before I even say no, I listen to them. And you can tell what they're there for. What drives them. You can see it, how them operate, how them walk, how them put themselves towards the race and all, the training and all of these things. You can tell. I've seen a Yohan Blake. I've seen a soccer pole. I've seen a bull. I've seen a lot of them. A lot of the top sprinters that we had before. Because we had a lot of them. And you can tell who's going somewhere and who's just there top. And these youngsters do fast times at track. And on them three, the fast time, you give them the accolades. They take the accolades and say, Daddy, that boy out there can't beat me. Oh, no, son. Usain Bolt got beat and he's the fastest man in the world. He got his, I'm not going to use that language, but he got wit all over the place. Not one time, not two times, not three times, not four times. But with determination and love for the sport, he decided, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go for it and I'm going to do my best. These kids don't get that no more. I'm so disappointed. And I've seen so much talent, so much good talent out there, so much.
Yeah. For sure. So any final comments? Because apparently I missed a couple calls there.
All right. The only comment I'm saying, let's talk. Let's conversate. Let's get it out there. Let's communicate. And like up the chat. Like up the chat. Subscribe. Mr. Lewis, you hear me say? Come and talk. Come and talk. Mr. Portmore out now. See you all later.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Portmore. So that was Mr. Portmore there. Caller, you're live.
Yes. Yeah. What? Me again, man.
Oh, Soji.
Yeah, the thing I did want to ask. The girls have never false start, right? And you have some girls just rise up from some schoolgirl rise up,
right.
Come to the trial, prepare them for the trial. But they run, each three of them run 10-9, right? To 11 flat, qualify for the Olympic.
Right.
Alien runs 7th, Jackson run 8, and Shelley finish 6. They're gone on the Diamond League. They're running 10-5, 10-4. What you do? What you do now?
That's a good question, but based on Mr. Portmore, I guess Mr. Portmore can answer the chat.
I tell you to ask him. I did tell you to ask him, but you couldn't understand what I was saying. Because you couldn't understand. Because the reason why I said to ask him that, because if you see what I said, I don't say they run 12 enough. Each of them run 10, 9 to 11 flat, where they make the Olympic standard.
Right.
So because they make the Olympic standard now, I said when Alien they go to Diamond League, they're running 10-5, 10-5, 10-6, 10-5, 10-6. And coming to the Olympic, those girls have the Olympic time. What they would do now, what if Mr. Portmore would do or the JTA would do for those time, because those schoolgirls in school, they're not running a race because they come at the trail, win the trail, make the Olympic time and back to school. Not really running at no circuit. What they would done.
Well, Mr. Portmore can comment in the chat, but I'm probably going to say Mr. Portmore is going to say let the school girls go and represent the country in the 100 and send Shelly and Sherika in the 200. I don't know.
I went to America. I was talking about the 200. Jamaica have a guy I see can come and medal in the 200. I see him, but I want to see more on the circuit. The guy Hudson.
Oh.
The guy who used to run for
America. Okay.
Yeah, because I see that guy. I see him. I think his best time is, but it's not at a champion meet. I see him run 19 something, but I want to see him do it at a meet. So I know he can finish it. He can make him get a medal.
Okay.
I can put a medal. So he's in the 200. But when you were saying Kevona Davis, yes, was running good at the time as a sport. Brianna did beat her during that time when Brianna come and they run. When they come and runs, but Brianna beat her when she was at school. But the girl that don't lose a 200 meter when she was in class 1 is Brianna Lister. And the twin don't lose 100 because they go to the world championship and they both win the 100 and the 200. But if you go and compare them, the best schoolgirl that's run 100 meter is Lalana. Because she had the record 10-9.
Yeah, Alana. Yeah.
Alana Reid. So she you have to just give her the credit. So she's the best schoolgirl of all time because she's the one that come and break the record at the championship, at the girl champ. So you have to just but as you said, you cannot compare a person running now and one that's running 10 years because people get faster. But I was saying, Chin, you were saying, Mr. Portmore was saying, I don't see Nile breaking the record. But if Mr. Portmore, sometimes I have to look at it, this Mr. Portmore, some person running fast time when they get older. Shelly have never run 10-6 during her prime. Never. And she ran all the 10-6 when she was 34 in those regions. When she get older, no one would look to see her running. Ilian is how much now? 29 or 30?
No, about 31, I think.
Right. So Ilian run her fastest time when she was 29. Some person running Shakiri maybe she run her fast time now. Maybe 4 here down the road, she's not even running 11. You don't know. So you might think you should get faster, but she gets slower. So it's all called to how your body is.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, some good points. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll understand on that. So you see, in every case, we have to just know. And then what I'm saying, if with Jamaica team now, I would love Mr. Portmore to answer that question, what I just asked a while ago now. Oh, what have you done when something like that should happen?
I wonder if I can add it. Let me see if I can add Mr. Portmore to the call. I'm going to see if I can add Mr. Portmore to the call. How would I do that?
Touch the look man on the right.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and add. I think I have to first find Mr. Portmore. I'm going to try and add it to the call. So let me just check in the chat. If you're just tuning in, welcome. The conversation is getting spicy, but we're keeping it respectful and you can still share. So I am seeing here I'm getting a feedback, Soji. Turn down your feed.
I turn it down.
All right, awesome, thanks. So I am seeing from Kiwi saying as long as the false start is not blatant, make the people them stay in the race. And Kiwi saying Kerley should run the 400 meters. He's not a natural 100 meters runner. Hibbert did too much in college and at KC. This proves the point that I'm making about doing too much too early. Guys, guys, or the guy is overworked, I think he will be in problems in the future. So I'm trying to let me add Mr. Portmore here. All right, so you placed the call in order to add callers. Okay, I'm going to I'm going to do that. So I think I'm figuring it out now. All right, so I am adding Mr. Portmore to this call. So hopefully he picks up. So Mr. Portmore, if you're hearing me, we're calling you and you'll be live. It's not okay. Mr. Portmore, you're live.
Hello.
Yeah, and Soji live.
Yeah, this is Mr. Portman.
Right. Soji's on the line. So
Hey, Soji, what's up?
What's up, yes, my brother? Why I was asking?
Blessings to you.
Yeah, man, listen to you, man.
Well, I have the answer for you. It's a simple answer. There's no difficulty in making a decision right here. On your first statement, you said these three young ladies were prepared for the trial. They were prepared. Yeah. Was Ilian prepared? Was Jackson prepared? Was Shelley prepared?
Yes, all of them prepared.
And they beat them? And they beat them?
Listen, that's what I'm saying. They all prepared. But when they come, just like a girl in England, when she come to the trial at the time, she says she have belly pain, which you know what I'm talking. and she have that pain. All three of them come there have the same problem. They don't tell no one. They think said, okay, that can they never feeling well. That happened on the day they lost. They finished 6, 7, and 8. Those girls run the Olympic time. The other week when they feel better, they go to Diamond League in London. They run 10-5, 10-5, 10-4, 10-6. Next meet, 10-5, 10-4. The other girls at school. What you would do in that situation?
The ladies who won and won second and third and fourth will have to compete at whatever meet they're qualified for.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Well, I guess let me chime in here.
Let me to expand on it. Okay.
Let me chime in here. So I guess for the ladies, if they have good coaches, right? And you know your cycle and or perhaps it might be irregular, but I mean medical exemptions are there, right?
Medical exemption is there, barring that you didn't come to the meet.
Okay, get you.
Not when you go in the blocks. Not when you're in the blocks. Medical exemption is out once you sign and come to the meet and in the blocks. Once you didn't turn up to the blocks, there's a difference. Big difference.
Okay, all right. For instance, they never turn up to the block, and everyone win the race and they have the qualified time. What you do then?
Now, in that situation, the 3 young ladies who was in front already qualified for the meet. Now, this is where it gets stiff on your part and my part. Ilian, Shelley, and Jacko is the fastest. And not giving them a special. They're faster than these kids. This is what happens now. Ilian does her time, Shelley does her time at a diamond meet or whatever meet. So they are running well now. The board comes down with another thing now, with the Hansle. This is this, We're asking now, these are these three athletes who run and win the race. Would you like to withdraw yourself and let Shelly run for you, or would you want to stay? This is a young lady.
They want to stay. They call them in the team. They go to the Olympic, so they want to run.
Okay, so no, Brianna and Brianna Liston is your child, and she's qualified to run. And J2 is move her and put in Shelly and Craig. What would you say?
No, that couldn't work. She'd have to run.
So, in other words, your question that you asked should no answer itself.
Yeah.
So they didn't qualify at the time, even though they are number one in the world. They didn't qualify at the time. So you can't expect a child, even if the child is young, then give them time to qualify. Give them the opportunity to fail or not to fail.
Right. Okay, I can say this to you. You remember that year when Peter Gay Doddy won the trial and Merlin at the film court?
Yeah.
And what they done, because Peter Gay wasn't running out time, and then what they done, they switched Peter Gay Doddy to put Merlin at and the whole Jamaican camp started.
All right, don't go no further.
And then I heard that her career went downhill from that point. Peter Gay.
Remember now. That time, these rules, what is here now, wasn't existing then. Rules changed since then. I understand all of that. Garfield can wriggle through the what's our sprinter name? Where Maurice Green usually beat up, whatever, not a surfer, the other one. In Stewart. Here you go. Remember them, right, and Stewart still represent because he must support the last time and them changed him because Garfield beat him and Garfield. Then I think Garfield was better than him and them changed him.
I remember the race when this guy from St. Mary High name. The guy from St. Mary was in the race too. Spencer them. When that I was at the meet.
You're a young boy, brother.
I was at the meet. Yeah, I was at the meet.
You're a bit low, Mr. Portmore. Your feed not coming
about
through.
that.
Okay.
Soji, you know the thing, man. I check that Google it all the time, but I fax you at
No, man. I know my sportsman. So I was there from his sportsman. I know my
Soji, the question you bring forward, we answer that. And as I said, the rules now change because of all of them controversy there. We want to eliminate all of that. When you give somebody power. And I always tell them, so that's why I'm always like Spider-Man. With great powers come great responsibility. So when you give J3 the power can move and put somebody for somebody. That's what exactly that. And it almost happened here. Just a couple of days ago. It almost happened a couple of days ago. We all remember, so the coach, this man never qualified, and the coach got this man to change this man to this man, and such man. And you remember that?
Yeah, man, that's true. But true, my friend just had Bill our channel, and we don't want big politics to come. That's why I'm not bring up those statements.
That is where we learn. That is how we learn, and how we understand how to deal with people. Because you got people who can talk and people who can't talk. And we have to understand that each of us have a mind for ourselves, and we can speak, feel. Yeah. And when you think we don't tell.
Yeah, but what you said it is so true and it is wrong, because if you never name in the team, I can understand if you pick someone in the team and then you choose that person to run over you. Yes, because that person in the team, but when a person never selected on the team and you bring that person and then you want to take out the person. No, that is wrong.
Right. Right. That's why the rules are there, Soji. That's why from day one, you all hear me. I speak with rules and regulation. Rules and regulation. I speak with time. I speak with effort. It's not because you're the brightest scholar in the class that means that you're going to be successful over everybody.
No. You have some person, I'm going to give you, as you talk about right. When I was at home, I have a guy that I said, brilliant. And when he come on to exam, he just frazzled out. Just frazzled out.
Someone like Mr. Portman.
So Mr. Portmore, yeah, Woolmer's boy too?
No.
Okay.
Down to life.
Where?
Amsterdam.
Camperdown, okay.
So you said, okay, you said, so through a year you said that was your boy. So he was at Camperdown when Spider-Man was there.
You know goalkeeper Spider-Man?
You know Spider-Man, man. I asked man.
All right, leave it alone.
Look at what is happening on Voices in Education. No other place.
We're not trying to change the people them topics. We're going all different world now.
No, we're not going to that. No, we're not going to change
that. Until the football thing coming.
Yeah, football so started, I think, what, next week? D-Cup and Yohan.
I just thought about that. I should send my condolence to the Dean Wilmot family, Farmer Dinkel captain and Santos, Jamaica and support, passed away. Otherwise, most people know him as Messi. He's the original, not this Messi, original Messi. He's the first person known named Messi. Yeah.
D-Cup man.
Eh?
D-Cup man.
You might know him. Yeah, man. He passed away yesterday.
So we go back to track.
You're a bit low, Mr. Portmore. Your feed not coming through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you said, no, you see, why me not compare athlete sometimes Mr. Portmore of certain generation, because athlete, if you take notice, a person now that finished last at champs 10, 15 years ago, that time could win the 100-meter champs.
Yeah, for true.
Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why I don't really compare the timings them. Yeah, because when people say generation to generation and so forth, and say this person. But you know, the other guy that I'm looking to see come through the rank, because he's in the right camp, is the guy from Kingston College, Bowaji. If that guy never pick up that injury, if he never pick up that injury,
as I said to people, he has a fire in him for once person in this world, and I hope him get there. He saw the what is that? Brand? Yeah, Brand. And that must hurt him.
Yeah.
That must hurt him.
But I was wondering, like, my question to you guys, like, I am wondering with, Bawaji, right? To have such a talent, right? And given where he was at that point, do you think it was necessary for him to go to the Commonwealth Games, or that game that he went?
It's about accolade. It's about the Commonwealth game is about accolade. It's about, it's like a resume.
Carifta, not Commonwealth. Carifta. Sorry, Carifta.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Kiwi.
Carifta is a young kid.
But I mean, given his talent and what was happening, was it like, I
can say, all right.
Put it this way. Fine. Put it this way, my friend. Put it this way.
Soji, let me answer something to her. Would you let Christopher Taylor run him last year at high school knowing that he's better than everybody?
No.
What did they do?
And this is the thing, and I think Kerry mentioned that with some of the traditionalized schools in the name of champs and points, and we run out the athletes. So I don't know.
In the name of character, because we dominate character for years. We dominate character. So our best of the best don't need to go to the character.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like these talented, athletes that, they're going to get a contract, they're going to be signed. Like, why do we want to risk that, at character? We have so many other persons coming up that could have represented Jamaica and we still come home and do well. And still dominate.
Look at it this way. One second.
Yes, go through, Soji.
Look at it this way. Yes, he never pick up character. Because some person will say never pick up. Yes, I said why I'm not too disappointed, because it's better he get injured there more than he did come at one of these trials and get injured, because it would be maybe it would set him back more. So now he get that injury, he could get time to can get over it. Come next year, I think he will be there because he into a good camp, into a good space. So the competition is in that space going to be between him and Civil and Blake. That's how I see the 100-meter going to fight out in Jamaica. Akeem, Blake, him, and that's how the 100-meter going to go. And I think about as you can work on that 9-something he run at that age. I see him pretty good because he can go fast, but he have the same issue as Civil. That's he don't want to run to the line. And the coach have to break him, take those things from him. As family finds that end, he's slowing down. That guy still have a lot faster.
Soji, yeah. I'm gonna say something to you. There's two things in 100-meter that we are who do sports like this. Remember to tell the people, you have a sprinter, you have a steer, and you have a runner. The two guys you're talking about, Civil and
Boaji.
Yeah, they are sprinters. A Safa Powell, sprinter. Blake, steer. Usain Bolt, runner. In the 100-meter, you have to pick your poison and live with it.
Yeah.
Bold picking poison and say, look, I will never get a start like a Safa Powell and a Blake. Blake solidly know, everybody know. Nobody come out of the black left as Safa Powell. We all know that, though.
Yeah.
So, as Safa Powell stick to the gun when the last 50 to 10 meters, you don't look for your Safa Powell. If you do get there, that means him come out of the black for a long time.
Yeah.
He will get up out of the blocks and stay beside you, hoping that him get a little bit more time, but he don't have finishing speed. Goal can give you 2 steps in that, 3 steps in front time.
Yes,
because
man.
he's a finisher.
Yeah.
I like that. I like how you just share out that Mr. Portmore. Yeah.
Come on, I'm talking to a sports planet with Soji.
Mr. Portmore, that's the same type of attitude Shakira Richard have like Bolton. That finishing
right. Right. But she cannot ban the 200 with the 100. Everybody thinks that she's a great 200 runner. I'm telling them,
no.
Any time at all, you come off the bed, leaving her right here.
Yeah.
Like a Sherita Jackson did. Gabby did it to her.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell someone that I did it to her. Once you come off that bed, leaving her, she has that. Once she come down the river, she's falling for your bed, breathing, she will run you down. So once she just
tripping out a bit.
Coming out of that curve, yes, few people know that. Kerley is not a 200-meter run. Everybody know that. But make sure you come out of the turn before you. by a good 2-3 step.
You have to run hard though. Yeah. Yeah.
That but if Elaine come off there, listen, if Jacko and Elaine come off there 2 steps behind, Shelly have to look over 2 shoulders then. That
yeah,
one.
got
2
it.
shoulders.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You see, if I would, yeah,
lovely to understand.
If I was Shelly, if I was Shelly coach, you see, what I would try with her, if I not knowing no, back then we in the 200 meter, although showing 200 meter, what I would have done, like see the power that Jackson and said to Shelly said, you see, with your speed you have, these girls have a good finish. Just stay with them and save something when they straighten up. To come like, oh, Gail.
No, Soji.
This is what I'm saying. You remember Gail leave us?
Yes.
Yeah, and you remember Gwen Terrence? You remember when Gwen Terrence won the 200? She know that have the top speed, like to come off the turn, because she used to come off the turn and Merlin today used to beat her. What the coach do? Take her and said, Yohan, stay with them off the turn. You have that, you can finish. So just blow everything out and that's all she did for Allo. Then they take it from her because she run on the line and still over the 200. They still take it and Merlin get it.
All right, Soji, you have a valid point there, but let me see if I can put this down in all. You have a small vehicle with a 2-liter engine. But you want a 2-liter engine to go faster, longer, when you take it out and put in a V8 engine in that same small car. Now the wheel, you didn't change the disc pad around the back, or you didn't put down a drum on it, you didn't change nothing, you just dropped that engine in it. What do you think would happen to that car?
Continue to not wait out the blow.
The wheel will fly because nobody is driving that wheel too fast. It's not built for that speed. The engine will not. The car would probably, windshield probably broke. The top fly off, the door them drop down. Right.
That's what I said.
Shelly is a pocket rocket. Yeah? She is small, but yet fast. You can't do that with a alien tank.
Losing you a little bit, Mr. Portmore.
I'm sorry. You can do that. You can do that with a tall, stout, a bigger build athlete. Givas was bigger. So you can do all of these building. But once you take away our strength, because we learn, stick to your strength. Your strength is speed. That's coming.
Yeah.
So if I can do 2 steps off the third and let them run me down, fine. I'm not looking to win, I'm just looking to beat them.
Okay. Mr. Portmore, what you say about for Jamaica to break the 4x1 record?
Okay, 4x1. Okay.
Boy, man's or woman?
Women.
Man, have you
we had that opportunity and failed once.
Right.
What I thought, not this time, but seeing that at the time when I was talking about we breaking it, all I really
to 2021. You're talking about 2021. Yeah.
When all of them was fit and ready, yeah.
Right.
When everybody was competing with some special times.
Yeah. What caused you to don't break that record?
Not having Brianna.
No, I'm not that. Georgie, don't put me in that spot to blame anybody. But I'm gonna tell you, it's button change.
Huh?
It was button change.
Okay, I wouldn't believe the button change. You want
me to explain button change?
All right.
I can pull it up now and show you.
All right, just quickly, because I have some more persons in the chat there.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You were going to say to you now, Mr. Portmore. You were going to say to you. I see when the alien run off too fast and before time. But you know, if they put alien on that third leg and put Jackson on the second leg and put Shelly on the anchor leg, the record break. Because you know why? Sherika take too long to get going. And because she takes so long to get going, that's what caused them.
Yeah,
you know that's what caused them the race. Because she cannot run, because TT Terry, if it was Shelly would catch her and pass her. You remember when Shelly come from the year before and run down Nita from so far?
Soji, my friend, he needs us to come over the line, but listen, you just answer the question about letting somebody run. You just say it with Shelly and with the price right now. She could run out of with speed. Close that gap with speed. So that's what the package right now. Speed.
Yes, speed. That's what I'm saying. That's why we never from my city, from when I see the setup and the really said, I said, I'm not going to use it. I said, listen, we cannot break your record with this setup. We cannot.
We could have.
And we will never break it with that setup. We could have. No matter what we do, we will never break it with that setup.
They want Sherika on the third leg. That is our specialty. We need to see her there.
It don't really matter where they put her. Put Shelly on the anchor, Brainer started. It don't really matter. As long as it's not Jackson anchor it, Shelly can run down any one of those girls and catch them when she fit. Anyone.
That's a true. Because now you
look what Shelly done the other day. Many Jamaican persons would stop when they pull from so early. From 50 meters out, she pull and she still run and carry the baton and it over. Give the girl because she don't want to be the one to do. You have to give her credit for that. She put it in her career.
For sure.
Let's do that 1 year after you put when I think flying was good and bad with us to that. And Jackson Ronaldo breathless and win. So and then we do a lot of things. We do a lot of stuff.
What is support more? Why time she have to hook up me and you when we attack athletics when she have sports. I will come on and show and help her with a lot of stuff when she don't know me and you come on. When she have to me and you come on and help her.
For sure, man. And I love this place. You see what I tell you guys about.
Take me up, you know. You see,
me support more. Don't worry yourself, man. You know, see, I fear good things over here, you know.
All good
and all love. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
As I said, I guess I hope I answer some of the questions that you wanted to answer and my perspective on it. Because
for sure.
That's all I see.
Yeah, that's always good.
Perspective out.
Yeah, man, I respect your everything what you say, man. I say, man, say what you think. So when football come up, we will go back on that too. And everything we will talk and what channel here. Yeah, that's someone else called. Let's support more.
Yeah, I understand. So let's go back to the program. People, jump in the chat.
Like up this pool.
Like up the program. Subscribe. Let's get this thing going. We want 1 million people on the subscription now.
Yeah, man. 1 million person before the year end.
Awesome. Yes. So bank on it. All right. Let's put 1 million subscribers on it. All right. So some good conversation there from Mr. Portmore and Soji. And you know, this is a space where we can definitely share and you see how much we have in the context of diversity. I tell you, richness. Look at this rich conversation just discovered here on the Voices in Education. So much to learn and so much to know from these people. And so with you, as I always say, it doesn't matter if you have a different opinion, just share your perspective is definitely welcome in this space. All right. So I'm just looking in the chat here and Trending Sports, these guys are so knowledgeable. I agree. And I missed some comments up top here. Let me go back. Trending Sports. Okay, you were telling me how to place the call there. Top General, welcome. Good night. I really want to encourage the Jamaican athletes to improve on winning medals. So thanks for sharing that, Top General. KJ saying, yeah, so nice. I guess with the discussion there. And Trending Sport is saying the discussion sweet. And KJ saying nice, bad. Panel discussion. Yep, love this channel that allows people to share different views for sure. And remember that you have a voice, each of you have a voice, and voices in education. We can learn from each other. It doesn't matter where you're from, how old you are, educational background, we can definitely learn from each other. And that is definitely important. And we do that in a very respectful way to ensure that we're maintaining our safe community. And Trending Sports is saying, I remember the Merlin and Peter Gay situation. KW is saying, Boaz, you should have, I guess, sat out the Carifta. He did not need it. He should have, okay, he should not have gone. He was already going to be signed, all right? So he didn't need Carifta there. And Trending Sports is saying, at KW, you are so knowledgeable. Seville and Boaji are leaning too early to the line. So KW, the line is open. I can take another call. Top General, I hope the Jamaican coaches can train their athletes well to dethrone Richardson. And I guess you have to tell them to practice smart. It's hard to win Richardson. Okay, so Top General, Jamaica needs more 200-meter runners. They need to come forth and get the qualifying time. Jamaican, I guess, coaches need to start using technology in training that, I guess, tells the progress of athletes. So, for example, tell the athletes when to, I guess, lose and pick up speed. Okay. So I'm not sure about the technology that they're using, and so I cannot really speak to that, but thank you, Top General, for sharing. And I can take another call. If you're new to the space, welcome. All right, if it's your first time here, welcome to the safe space, the Voices in Education, where we definitely share and learn from each other. All right, and soon, I guess, after, we'll be talking about D Cup and Manning Cup. I'm not so much of the Manning Cup because I'm a country girl. All right, so I'm from Clarendon, so D Cup, country girl. All right, so for sure I will have Soji and Mr. Portmore and all the Manning Cup fans, and I guess there might be just like Jamaican fans, like the Oliver Shield kind of people. They know everything that is happening in the context of Manning Cup and the Da Costa Cup. But for sure, we'll definitely love to hear, once we get there. So again, let me just check. Not seeing any calls coming in, so for sure I'm going to try and wrap up this one. As soon as I get the times for the races tomorrow, I am going to post that information on the community tab. So please look out for that. And please like and subscribe, turn on your post notification and just tap all so that you do not miss any updates from the channel. All right. And I am just checking in here, let me just check the phone here. And again, it was such an amazing, conversation this evening. For sure, we got so many varying perspectives. And just to wrap up things in the context of tomorrow, we have 11 Jamaican athletes who will be participating in various events. So we'll see Hansle Parchment, Rowan Watson, Akeem Blake, Yohan Blake, Kishane Thompson, Rasheen McDonald, Zandrian Barnes, Rochelle Clayton, Andrenet Knight, Genevieve Russell, and Candice McCord. We'll also see some other persons from the Caribbean, Paulino of the DR and Sade of Barbados. So we'll definitely see some good competition, and perhaps we'll have some surprises to talk about tomorrow. So we'll come back to this space tomorrow at 6:45 if that time works for you. Bring a friend and tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. So you definitely have a voice here and you can share your perspectives on various topics. All right. So not seeing anything new coming in. Again, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for bringing such richness to this space. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate, you for stopping by. If you commented in the chat, thank you so much. If you were just tuning in, listening, that's totally okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the support. So I will see you guys tomorrow after the race. So I'm looking here. Soju said, I'll come and you played Manning Cup and the D Cup. Oh, I played. Okay, you played Manning Cup and the D Cup. Okay. Okay. So wonderful there. All right, for sure. So again, schoolboy football coming up. And I believe next week we'll see some matches. Well, I didn't look at the Manning Cup schedule. I think I saw for the D Cup. Again, I'm a country girl. So D Cup, and I have my teams, and we're going to talk about that. That I have my teams. I don't know who are playing now like that, but school and you represent. So I have my teams. And for sure, you should have your teams too, I guess, if you're from Jamaica. And if you're not, we'll definitely share, our experience, as it relates to the Manning Cup and the DaCosta Cup. All right. Again, thank you so much. So I'm just going to go to the end of my slide and just end this and just sign out. So again, thanks everyone. Blessings and love. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can listen to the different voices in education. Stay tuned.